10.
Talking about for your self-worth. You are. You don't need to have that, do you? You need to have numbers tell you that you're great?
Miami.
Neil.
Yeah.
I'm at a claims office. Can you put me back on hold?
Okay. Russ, that's Russ Oasis again. Would you get him off already, please?
He's your friend.
Who?
Russ Oasis?
No, he's not.
He's going to buy airtime here to defend himself. Now, can you imagine a guy that's going to actually...
We don't put screaming spots on from 10 to 2, okay?
He's going to buy airtime.
I want to defend myself for $800.
He called me last night. He wanted to know he was going to write a commercial.
Tell me where my station in Hawaii, and if he pays me $1 million a year, I'll go.
What's the story in Hawaii? He offered you a job and wanted to give you a piece of the station, and
he
it
wanted
wasn't
me
enough
to
money.
buy a piece of the station and work for peanuts.
Well, what's wrong with that? It's a business deal. Stan wants you to put a network on the air, and you're going to be a part of that too. What's he
Stan
gonna
Roberts? Are you bringing him up again?
Minor.
Vicious, vindictive.
The guy.
Vindictive.
Stan Major.
Stan Roberts.
Your friend, Stan Major.
Stan Roberts.
Stan Roberts.
Let's go back to him. Nice guy. Jewish. That's why you didn't like him.
Came to my wedding. Gave me a gift.
Good guy.
Gift broke. Nice guy.
It was glass. You step on it in the wedding.
It was Waterford.
North Miami Beach.
How are you this morning?
Okay.
This is like the Lincoln-Douglas debate here with you guys.
Yes, sir.
First of all, Howard Stern.
Well, we got Abe Lincoln.
The new Rolling Stone
One of
this
his
week.
contemporaries.
Howard Stern is a piece of garbage.
No,
you
he's
want to read
not.
about him, he's in the new
No,
Rolling
he's
Stone.
not a piece of garbage, but that's your opinion.
Joey, if you learn a little bit about sports, maybe people would like talking to you too.
I don't know a lot about sports. I was raised a wuss. I don't know a lot about sports. I'm not going to do fake it.
First of all,
I'm not going to make this
Neil,
like.
take it easy
I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this like Neil does his orgasms. All right? There's not going to be any faking here.
Well, you know, it's Morton Downey. He's singing now. He put out albums. You might want to spin some of those discs.
Great. I can't wait. Mort Downey's singing?
Yeah, he's got an album out.
Oh, what a good part. What a good spot.
And also, you know, you guys take it easy because you each do good things. I mean, you each have good points and bad points.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Joey's got more bad points than good points.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Well, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn from Neil. You know, the more I hang around him, the better I get.
Yeah, sure.
I try to kiss him a little, and the guy won't let me kiss up.
But what Neil's trying to explain to you is you've got to develop your own.
Please keep your tongue in your mouth, will you, next time?
Yeah. Well, I like you.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with you, Joey. You're just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
The guy's got the right answer. I'm in the wrong place at the wrong
Okay, so we have a celebrity caller on the phone now.
Okay, Neil.
Have a nice life. Okay. Let's get this over with. What do you want?
Hey, is this the Joey Reynolds show?
Yeah. Don't you wish you'd be here in a flash? What do you come in for, the free food?
Hey,
Guy
Joey.
makes $80 billion a year here with his screaming car spots. He can't afford to buy his own lunch on Saturday.
Hey, Joey.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Joey, why do you think they call him Neelys?
J is for the jolly things he tells us. O is for the oblong shape of his head. E is for excitement, excitement, excitement. And Y? Must be sleeping with Ann Bishop.
And not only that, I have something else to tell you, Russ.
What's that?
Ad agency people are assholes.
Well, Russ would be the first one to agree with you.
Yeah.
Is that right, Russ?
You know, Neil,
As the leader of the pack.
I got a couple of things I want to square away with
Yeah,
you.
I'll bet.
First of all, I want to know why it is that you say, gee, a guy who makes a couple $1 million in the ad agency business, what's he doing hanging around at the radio station? Hey, is it not okay to have a couple of varied little talents instead of just one thing that you do all the time?
No.
It's not?
No.
Okay.
Russ, tell me what you were going to do. You're going to buy spots?
Well, I simply was going to buy a few commercials on your show to defend my own personal position because you were attacking me so vehemently, Neil. You were really hurting my feelings.
We don't sell screaming spots on this show.
He wasn't going to scream him. He was going to talk nice about you.
Oh, sure.
Isn't that right, Russ?
Absolutely. Neil, you know, you really hurt my feelings right down to the quick.
I'll bet.
Tell me what you were going to say, Russ.
Well, I was just going to say that everything I'm saying now, free.
Yeah. Well, in that case, 11:35 at WIOD. Well, I'm not going to leave him on anymore. Get the checkbook out, pal. That's it. He's
we
finished.
work for this company, and I want to see a bigger profit margin here. And I got something to tell you off the air that I know that's a secret, and I'm going to share it with you, but I don't want you to tell anybody. No, I know something that you need to know, because I
Here's the plant lady.
Wait,
she doesn't have a
now?
show, by the way. She does not have a show.
I liked it better when they brought pizzas.
Anyway, let's talk about Fat Tuesdays, huh? Let's scream about Fat Tuesdays. Man, they got it down there. They must have a drink for Joey down there. Which one would it be? Jungle Juice.
Wayne Newton's picture on television. What the hell is showing?
Tootsie Roll. Headbutt. Tropicolata. Bahama Mama. Fuzzy Navel. Which one of the? I wonder which one of these Rod Roddy drinks.
Headbutt is a good one for me.
The rough stuff. Triple bypass. That's right up your alley. 57 Chevy.
That's one for
Very
you. It's triple
timely.
bypass. Yeah.
Anyway, you'll find all of these in the world's largest selection of What? Oh, I don't even have the card.
The woman just walked in
This
there.
is Bart from The Simpsons on Fox, wishing South Florida a cool Christmas.
Just leave Anna alone, okay? She's not your type.
She's looking at you.
So?
We know you're not
how
her type.
skinny I am, okay? How the hell do you know?
There's nothing happening with you but the rent. Look at you and her.
All right, now let's go back to what you said. What was it about disc jockeys are what?
Well, they're really not fun to hang around with.
Oh, okay. Miami.
Hello? Is this the adolescent man?
WIOD.
Yeah, mobile to talk to Neil.
Speaking.
Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Okay.
I just turned you on a little while ago. I was wondering, why is Joey on the show today?
Good question.
Neil insisted we come into the studio.
Well, wait, can't he answer for himself? It's so embarrassing. Why are you so defensive? We're just sitting here joking around. He's got that bent out of shape look at this, all defensive.
All these people.
Sir, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Do you know who Joey is?
Yeah.
Do you know who Bill Marshall is?
Bill Marshall, no.
Good. Okay, now you hear Joey's show on the weekend on Saturday 10 to 2 on 610 WIOD.
I got better things to do.
Okay, excellent.
That's not excellent. You're taking money away from the company when you do that. Why would you want to discourage someone from listening to your
he'll send in the cash contribution in lieu of listening, won't you, sir?
This guy off the air.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
Goodbye. Yeah, you can orchestrate now. You
You're
just
trying to
go
make
there
some
and
money
orchestrate.
here, you know. I mean, the station really needs money now that your ratings
You
are
never
down.
told me anything during the break that you were going to tell me.
I forgot. Remind me to tell you, though, during the next break.
What, about how they're losing tons of money?
No. Not
The
that.
company's only worth like $5 billion. I think we can handle it.
Does everybody know that this company owns Entertainment Tonight?
Yeah.
The television show?
Uh-huh.
I don't think a lot of folks know that.
And Cox Cable.
Yeah. Lots of interest. And
Newspapers.
Yeah, WSB in Atlanta.
and WSB and KFI, AM, FM, and PM and BM.
Big ones. How come you never made Los Angeles?
I don't like the smog.
How about New York?
Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, Neil, what?
Wait a minute. How about New York? I turned down WABC twice, and if you don't believe me, I'll put you on the phone with
I
Saul
believe you.
Foods,
I'm
who will not handle you because you're
defensive.
unemployable.
Just
I mean, see, I don't come out here and say, well, I turned out a big job in New York. How about, why don't you get Steve's job? Anybody that's breathing, they want Steve out of there now.
It only pays $30,000.
Oh, that's the point. You go to QAM and stay home. What is it now?
Neil, watch yourself at all times because I think Joey is fixated on you.
Yeah, I noticed.
Right. I'm also homophobic.
Those people who think that it was
That's
cruel.
why he makes all those cruises to Bangkok.
Those people who think that it was cruel for GTR to change the on-air staff overnight obviously weren't in New York when Joey went down with WNBC, because that was like 2 weeks worth of whining and crying and complaining.
By whom? By whom?
By Joey.
Where? What are you talking about?
When NBC was going off the air, and all
I
you...
wasn't even there when they were going off the air. I left a year earlier. I left with Soupy Sales. We both got fired at the same time because they didn't want to buy our contracts for another year. Yeah, that was a great job. I liked it there. I would have stayed there forever.
Well, of course.
But
We're making some money,
you,
right? About $50,000.
$250.
They let you stay
$250
on.
an hour?
$250,000 a year. I made more than you made
When?
when I was doing that.
More than I made.
Yeah, where were you? You were at WNWS,
Okay,
holding Debbie Ellis.
Oh, so in other words, now we're comparing salaries.
Yeah.
How much you make now?
Money's what
How much
counts, not
you make
the
here?
damn
How much you
ratings.
make here now?
About $15.
Okay.
You know,
And
but I
do
did
you
it
have
for
any
laugh.
idea how much I make, which I will not discuss?
Yeah, I know what you make exactly.
You do?
Yeah, I talked to your agent.
How
Remember?
much?
Well, you want to give it on the air?
No, give me fingers. Not that one. How much do you think? No.
It's almost
Not
that.
even close. Much more.
No, it ain't can't be
Yeah.
much more.
Try this.
Use these fingers
Try
in,
this.
in your throat.
Try
It's-
this.
That can't. No.
Yeah.
Maybe I will have some penal envy now.
Okay. 11:43. See, ordinary. I'm not like Steve. I don't eat on or off the air. I don't tell anybody how much I make. But since you're such an expert, you think you know how much I made. You gave me that crap about. Well, I made $250 in New York. Great. It's great to work
Well,
in
then
New York.
you made more than I made.
Let me say this. If I was in New York right now making what Steve is making, which is the same as he was making here, I couldn't afford to live there. Now, would you agree with that?
Yes, but he does have those cards that he trades.
Let's go to Mobile in Miami.
Hi, Neil.
You better cash him in, yeah.
They're baseball cards.
Dave Graveline Spy Report.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Mr. Kicking Ass with 50,000 watts.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe I can find that while you're talking. That was one of my classics. Because WINZ is my favorite radio station.
What's this? Be Dick Tracy? Be a Dick Tracy?
Don't start filthy stuff on this show, okay? Save it for Saturday.
Kicking ass with 50,000 watts of power all over South Florida. From the Keys to the Palm Beaches. even out to the Bahamas. This is WINZ.
Okay, what is it?
Well, Mr. Graveline goes around telling people that the reason you leave stations is because you are asked to leave stations because the lawyer bills become too big.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Well, that did happen once.
Yeah, once.
That happened once.
And first of all, I wasn't asked to leave anywhere.
Oh.
You took a better job.
Exactly. When you leave somewhere and you're making double the money, you're not asked to leave, okay? When people treat you like crap and they don't know what the hell they want, you say goodbye. You find something better.
Yeah, well, he gave the impression that every time that you've left the station, it's because lawsuits have been filed against the stations and it gets too expensive to keep you.
Yeah, well, I hate to break the news to you. There were only lawsuits filed against 2 radio stations, both by the same person that are well publicized and which we don't discuss, and he knows that just as everybody else does, okay?
Yeah.
Sour grapes for Mr. Graveline, okay?
Okay.
See ya.
Talk to you later.
That's another winner, Dave Graveline. I got some good stories about him, too, for off the air. 11:45 at WIOD. Yeah, kind of like Rod Roddy stories. Coconut Grove.
Hi, Neil.
Hi.
Richie Swimwear calling you.
Who? Richie Swimwear.
Richie Swimwear.
Well, isn't that exciting? Boy, they're still out there, even though we no longer have all those exciting people here doing nude shows in the afternoon.
Oh, but we want to do one with you.
Yeah, sure. Good luck to you.
Why don't you come down to Coconut Grove sometime and do a remote over here?
Do a remote in the Grove?
Sure.
Yeah, I already did one.
You got
Do
one
one from our store.
You got one of those crotchless swimsuits for him?
We have everything. Anything and everything, we have it here.
How come he doesn't come up with his material on Saturday? That's the question.
Neil, you know what? Just a couple minutes ago, I just had a flash as you were answering that guy's question about your lawsuits and everything, and I was realizing that's the most sincere part about you. Because that's right. I mean, what you said was the truth on the air. For once.
Neil, we have a special swimsuit designed for you.
What is it?
We have a special swimsuit designed for you.
I'll bet.
You have to come down here and try it on. You have to try it on.
Okay.
And we want you to get a job here at Richie's.
Yeah.
It would really boost our business. And
I'll bet.
You'd be a great asset.
Well, we'll send Russ Oasis over. He's got a lot of spare time. He's into modeling.
Oh, that's great. Bring them all down.
Okay.
All right.
Take care of yourself.
Can I go now? You're out of food.
We never had any food.
I know. This is.
Hey, we're not going to feed you. Don't keep sucking around my sponsors for free food, okay? Get your own. Bring some money into the station.
Johnny Dark lasted about 10 minutes in here now.
Where do you eat?
No fat,
in Plantation, where do you eat?
Well, it's the same places you go. I just follow. Wherever you go, I go because I want to look like you. I want to be like you. I want to be you. I want to have your job. I want to have your money. And the best thing I could do, I've ordered a satellite dish because of this. You know, I went to where you went. I do the same things. I cursed Continental Cable. I've done everything you've done, and it hasn't worked for me. I got a 928 like you do. I bought a Corvette. I don't know why. What am I doing wrong? I've tried to pick up some bag boys at Publix, but things just don't seem to work for me.
11:47 at WIOD. What is the point in even responding to that? Okay, I mean it's so open and so desperate. The man is like shoveling himself under here with a gigantic WIOD.
But I do love
Neil.
Yeah.
Why don't Joey?
Hi, WIOD, Neil Rogers Show.
Hello.
Yeah.
Neil, why doesn't Joey just face it? He's a loser.
Get away! Why does he keep coming here and kissing me? What is wrong with you?
He's trying to really, Neil, he's really trying to suck up to you.
Yeah, more ways than one.
Yeah.
God.
But, Joey,
now, what the hell was that on your tongue? Oh, jeez. It's alive.
It's a wart.
It's like the guy told Calder, which in his case wasn't true. But Joey, there's just no place in this market for your type of
for what he does. Exactly. I don't want to say that because I don't want to make the man depressed and psychotic. And his sidekick over here is so damn sensitive and emotional.
Yeah.
You just look at him cross-eyed, right? We say, "Oh, you know, all defensive." He had no sense of humor at all. That's why he laughs at
nice guy.
What did I tell you? Wait a minute, sir. What did I tell you on the way over here? Was my favorite thing that Neil does on cart. What did I say? I love that thing. What is it?
I don't recall.
What that guy? Oh, the sidekick doesn't speak for me now.
What is it?
There's one thing it says it all.
Oh,
What's that little cart? What does it say?
I don't have any idea. How the hell do I know? My fortune teller? Tell us. Speak.
Life. What was that other one?
Oh, I'm dying over here.
I'm dying over here. That's the story of my life. I'm dying over here.
Especially right now, Neil.
Sure. If you just tune in Saturday, you can hear it.
But anyway,
that's it.
Anyway, though, Neil, how soon is Bill Calder going to start 10 to 2 on Saturday?
This week.
Great.
That's why they called Joey in, I guess.
To let him know.
Gary hasn't told him yet.
Yeah, but Joey, you're a nice guy. I've heard you before. I think you're okay.
He's not a nice guy. He's a kiss and tell artist.
Yeah.
I'm a great guy, and
you're a nice guy.
I just have a little warped sense of humor, and my delivery is not what Neil's is.
No, you're too old. I hope this is your last time you muscle in on the show, you know?
I was an invited guest. I did not muscle
demanded that he come in, I must confess.
Oh, okay.
Get it out of our system.
All right, Joey. Be good. Give him a big kiss.
Bye. Oh, not again. Oh, man. Now I smell like a French slut, too. God, it is so...
It's good cologne.
Why do you do that?
It's great stuff.
What do you, take a bath in it?
This is Odie Plantation.
Odie?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I owe everybody
Odie, my dog. Odie, my dog, man. It smells like my backyard. Grotesque. Like he rolls around in the yard. W.I.O. Dean.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Great.
Okay, I think Joey...
What do you say, sir? Yes or no?
About what?
I don't know.
I think Joey's pretty good.
Okay.
But you're number one, though.
Number one.
Number
two.
And I'm number two. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know what number two is, too.
And Bill Marshall's number, we
17.
can't count that high. Goodbye.
Okay. Good call.
We need food.
Are the White Hots here yet?
Yeah, we get some food around here.
This man is not eating, okay? You are disgusting. You really are. You are grotesque. Him I don't mind because these guys are not fat, but you're a fat slob. You were in here the other day to tell me about how you're on that quack diet. You're losing all that weight. He was on what?
14. I'm 6'3".
Opti-death, or what was the thing he was calling it?
Fast.
And he's fading away. Then the food comes in here yesterday. He's sucking around. That food wasn't in here. I'm not exaggerating. 30 seconds, he was at that door.
Super Dave called me and told me there was food.
You tell Super Dave to bug off. Get him together with Dave from Kindle. Maybe they can do things together in Thailand.
Is off the air.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they're dark.
Oh, thanks a lot. There's a guy coming in telling stories. What WGUI? I said you ought to be at that station. That's in Portland, Maine. And he said they're off the air. This is a great news break. Thanks a lot, John.
WGY in Schenectady. You could GY. You'd be good there in Schenectady. It's right up your alley.
Neil,
Tri-City.
I'm good right here. I'm terrific.
No, you're
right
not.
Here. Yes, I am.
You're dying over here.
I am dying.
Dying over here.
All right, let's talk about Toyota of Hollywood, can we? If you want to go over and buy a fan. Okay, so what are they going to do at 5 o'clock on QAM?
Oh, excuse me. What do you care about QAM?
Well, they're going satellite over.
Signed off
Didn't I have
about 5
that on
years
days
ago.
and days ago?
They signed off. Yeah, you always have.
Well, everybody playing the Purple People Eater on AM. Shabooli, you know? I mean, who the hell wants your music on AM anymore?
People bring you gossip like bowls of fruit for Buddha. You know,
now, what were you just saying during the break? What was that
I said that I was going to Disney World at the end of the summer.
And it was a Mickey Mouse trip.
Yeah.
Miami.
It's about time, Neil.
Yeah, I know. What do you want? Well, I got a guest here. You don't want us to step on his time, do you?
Yeah, but he's too ponderous.
I know. Well, what do you want?
Let's
wait
see. A minute.
Well, wait a minute. Let's see what he's got. What do you got? Let's see it. Let's hear it.
Oh, okay.
Come on, let's go. Put it away, will you, please? Gee, this man is sick. He really is. Go ahead, sir. We're listening. You said it. See, hey, look at that. Is that definitive? Is that this town?
The guy who doesn't even have
and
the
you want a job here? They
material.
wouldn't be like that in Cheektowaga, I'll tell you that right now.
That's the bowling capital.
Do you remember, I don't want to get upstate New York again, but do you remember a restaurant called was it the Mona Kai or the Mona Lo? It was in Cheektowaga on Route 5.
Yeah, that was the Polynesian.
Oh,
yeah,
that was the best.
Well,
that was the best. We used to go there and pig out on the way to the old, when the Bills were in the American Football League.
Yeah.
Go there and have lunch, and then after the game, come back and have dinner and about 40 of those fruity drinks, you know?
Yeah, well, I always got so loaded there, I never even tasted the food.
Great place. Long gone. History. In Cheektowaga, one of my favorite places. W.I.O. Dean.
Yeah, I'd like to speak to Neil.
Sure. Okay, let's take it. Are we getting food? Do you want food?
Yeah, I would like to order out. It's lunchtime for me. I know you're only going to
So you're going to stick around then, right?
What are you going to have, a bucket of
I want the audience to decide if they're going to leave, because a lot of them are waiting to see if you'll leave. Who can we get? Well,
maybe Marvin will share his banana.
Hi, W.I.D. Neil Rogers Show.
Coral Springs. Wayne Arnold will bring some stuff in for Joey, right?
Yeah, he should.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, Joey gave me and my 3 buddies Neely Burgers after Bill Marshall called us up, invited us on his show.
Did not.
And we show up, drove all the way from Lakeland. We show up, and they go, oh, we don't know what you're talking about, but
yeah, but they wanted you to bring the bird from Lakeland.
Yeah, something like that. So they gave us a Neely Burger.
Will you stop? Joey's getting all excited. The new kids in the block are on TV now, and Joey can't control himself. Will you stop it?
I love Joe. I think he's great. Great group.
Joe?
Yeah, he's in the group. New Kids on the Block.
Sir, have you gone?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. That's not Joe. His name is, what is it?
Bill
Jordan.
That's Donnie.
Jordan.
That one's Donnie.
Jordan. It's not Donnie. That's Jordan. You don't know Donnie from Marie.
Look at my acne here. You see it coming out?
Yeah. It's just one big zit on top of his head.
I got one question for
Look
Joey.
who's in there, boy. Joey's taking over her slot on Sunday, too.
Neil.
Yes.
I got a question for Joey.
Yeah.
I know he needed an audience on his TV show, But does it need cardboard cutouts for a radio show?
That TV show needed a host.
Yeah. We had another guy who used to have cardboard cutouts in his audience, too, sir. You know what happened to him?
No.
The world still the same, you'll never change it.
Is that Neil?
Yeah.
Who?
I guess that's Alex Bennett.
Oh.
Yeah.
Larry Brindler.
We don't talk about him, though.
No, we can't mention Alex Bennett's name on the air.
How about Larry Brindler?
Is that Meg Green in the other room?
Whatever happened to Eric Lambert now?
History. I finally recorded some little thing that he plays on stage, and he's all excited now. He's out of our lives forever.
We did that, too.
Good.
Did he go to San Francisco?
That's how desperate he is. So what do you want, sir? You're almost as good as the last guy.
Well, I don't, I was just wondering why Bill Marshall called me up, invited my friends to the radio show, and we showed up, and they said, we don't know what you're talking about. Here's a Neely Burger. Get out of here.
Well,
at least
they gave you something anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm dying over here.
Well, that's going to do it for this exciting hour of the Joey Reynolds show.
It's ponderous.
Yeah, it is. It's really ponderous. We had a pretty good show going until WIOD.
Speak to Neil.
What?
I'd like to speak to Neil.
Sure, who's this?
This is Mark.
Mark in the dark?
Mark in the dark. Is this Neil?
Hold on, Mark. Are you going to hold on?
Okay.
You're not going to abandon us, are you?
Is Joey still there?
Yeah. You might then.
I might.
All right, hold on.
Real quick.
Hold on. Don't do it. He's okay. He's not bad. He's just old. Okay, we got the news coming up with Gail Not So Bright at noon, then we'll come back at 12:05. We got some
sticking around here. I also got stupid.
Some incredible Price is Right stories that you're not going to believe. And maybe behind door number 1, you might find Rod Roddy's suit.
Yeah, I am old and stupid. You're right. You probably put that on cart and play that next week.
Hey, yeah, mark that on the tape. And we'll be back at 12:05.
Where's Paul Harvey?
Rick and Klutz at 2 this afternoon.
It's the Andy Griffith Show, starring Andy Griffith as Sheriff Andy Taylor, Francis Bavier as Aunt Bee, Don Knotts as Barney, and Clint Eastwood as Opie.
Opie, did you tell your father what happened in school today?
Hell no.
I had a call from the principal this afternoon.
The principal? Hey, B, you're not only old and wrinkled, you got a big mouth, too.
What is that, B?
Oh, it's not at all surprising.
What is it?
During lunch period, your son handcuffed Ralph Baker to the flagpole.
You did what?
But, Paul, he was being an asshole.
Young man, what kind of language is that?
It's English. I wouldn't be in this trouble now if Barney hadn't given me those handcuffs.
Doggone it, Ope. I told you not to use them on real people. Barney, I'm surprised at you. You too, Opie.
Wait a minute. I play like a good lawman, and you say you're surprised? I say you should be proud. Right, Paul?
Proud.
I'm dying over here.
Okay, 12:07. Now, is Wayne coming? Do you know? Did he call? Did we call him? We did. Well, then how do you know if he's not coming or he is coming? You're going to call him. Someday. Okay, 12:07. I think I said that Joey's wandering around the building again, so we might have a chance to have a little fun here for a second. And Coral Springs.
Yeah, Neil.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Neil.
Yeah.
Are those 2 4-letter words still there? Joey
What?
and Bill?
Joey and Bill, yeah.
Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
But do you like their show?
No.
Okay. Well, they're hungry.
One doesn't know what he's doing, and the other one doesn't know where he is.
And I don't care. So it's a perfect match.
Absolutely.
There's only one answer for that.
Huh? Anything else?
No, that's about it.
Okay. Good call. Good job. Okay, we have an open line in Broward, 524-WIOD. Boca. Hold on, Lee. Why don't you call Lee? He might put you to work. WIOD. Good one. And Palm Beach is open, too. 655-FOUL. 655-WIOD. Okay, now, any other rumors you want to start?
I'm going to get rid of the radio career. I think I'm going to print.
WIOD. Okay, let's go to Miramar, shall we?
Like Dave Barry.
Miramar.
Sometimes I feel myself.
Okay, let's go to Broward.
Yeah, I want to talk to Neil.
Sure, hold on. And Palm Beach? Hello?
Hello.
Hold it. WIOD. Damn it. Yes.
Yeah.
What is
Joey,
it?
Please get off the show.
Okay. He's leaving right after food comes. WIOD. IOD.
Hi.
Yeah.
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
Love ya.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
You're holding?
Yes, I'll hold it.
Okay. And how about you, sir? Sir? Ma'am? He put it down. Palm Beach.
Special request. Please get that asshole off.
What do you mean, Neil? No, he's here till 2.
Talking about Bill again? Are you serious, sir? Cut it out. He's very emotional and sensitive. WYOD.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Great.
Hey, let me ask you something. When's Joey going to be on then? If he's not going to be on Saturday, 10 to 2.
You know when Meg Green is on and the plant lady and the plant guy?
Oh, those good primetime spots.
No,
wait a
he's going to
minute.
be on
I'm gonna
Saturday
be
for
on.
another week or two.
Don't.
Oh, that's good. All right, something, Take care, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Good call.
Don't
WYOD.
start this rumor. They paid me up front already.
Okay. North Miami. What, for a year?
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
You used to say that you listened to Joey when you were a kid.
Child.
How is that possible?
How is it possible? Oh, I turned the radio on, 1520 WKBW in Buffalo. I used to come blaring in, 50,000 watts, big time.
Well, how old were you then?
6.
That's when he stole my act.
Yeah. When he used to say douchebag.
Joey must be like 65 then, right?
Easy.
Oh, stop it. Everybody's seen my face on television. You can't get away with that fraud. They know I look 70.
Yeah. Looks like Ann Bishop's brother-in-law. Okay, pal.
Hey.
That's enough. Wait, what was it? What?
Hey.
What?
Hey, Joey, you're in there kissing Neil.
Yeah, I know.
Gilbert's the only one who's missing.
I've got a condom.
It's the show of the 90s.
Okay, yeah, we know the gay 90s. We have an open line in Dade, 751-WIOD, and Palm Beach, 655-THROAT, 655-WIOD. Hello?
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. Is it true
Wait a minute. Can I ask you a question?
Oh.
Why is it that everybody I punch up today, all of a sudden out of nowhere, wants to ask a question? Have you noticed that? It's like an epidemic. It's like a disease.
Well, let me ask you.
Well, hold on a second. We'll think about it. WIOD. Damn it. Yes, what's the question?
Yeah, is it true that Joey had a 70 share? He's been bragging about that all his
Yeah,
life.
but it was the only station in the market.
It was not. There were 23 stations.
You couldn't hear any other station at night.
That's not true.
Oh.
Wait a minute. When I was on the air in Buffalo, I had a 70 share in Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Maryland, Montreal, Canada. What are you talking about? You're going to try to discredit me?
You had a 70 share in Montreal?
Yes, I did, sir. Thank you very much.
Parlez-vous douchebag?
Would you like to give me another stripe for being the
Joey Reynolds?
Why doesn't anybody? Why do I have to sit here
I'm
and
going to
talk?
give you a compliment. Next to George Lorenz.
I'll pause for that one.
You won't even listen.
I'm listening. Like the rest of Florida, I'm listening to you,
These
Neil.
Italians are so goddamn emotional. Next to George Lorenz. If you kiss me again, I would... No! Get away! Jeez.
We are emotional. Kiss him on the cheek, he's gone.
Well, Neil, just let him think.
No, I'm not
Bash
finished.
him a little longer.
I'm not finished saying what. Next to George Lorenz, the Hound Dog.
He died.
And Dick Biondi.
He died too.
He did not, only on the air.
Oh.
This man was the greatest legend in Buffalo rock and roll history. Next to those two.
Yeah, well.
Am I right? Would that be
that's a
good company?
Pretty good start.
Yeah. Now, his problem was he never got lost in a taxi cab like Dick Biondi. And he didn't know how to make a shtick out of it, okay?
Well, you sure know how to use Hamburger Helper. I mean, look at you.
Exactly. You make something out of nothing. If you would learn how to do that, you might have a show.
I might have a life.
So what are you saying, sir? What is the bottom line?
Me?
Yeah.
I love you, Neil.
Okay.
I'm dying over here.
That's what they all say. The only one who kisses Joey, that's a problem. Okay, WIOD.
Neil.
Hold it. And the problem with people like Joey is that, and I mentioned this the other couple of weeks ago, I wasn't thinking about him specifically, but now that I can sniff my finger, this man wears so much cologne that when you get near him, you don't even have to touch him. You can't even wash it off with Comet or Ajax or Clorox.
That's not cologne. That's my body.
You have to wash it for months.
I'm secreting.
Yeah. Go to Thailand and secrete. Okay, Wayne Arnold is on the way. You happy now? 3 breaks this hour, by the way. Wayne is on the way with food.
Yeah, right.
With food.
Sure.
Now, I have a tip for both you guys, okay? Because I'm experienced at this. When Fatso over here next door, the costas with the mostas, when he comes waddling through there, just hide it under the table.
Is this Danny Dark we're talking about?
Danny Dark.
Or Johnny Dark, whatever's one. Whatever is dark over there.
Johnny Neverth. Miami.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you a question?
It's Russ the Moose, Syracuse. How you doing, Russ?
Neil, how you doing?
WSYR, Syracuse.
Can I ask Joey a question?
Bill O'Donnell. He's dead now, isn't he? Bill O'Donnell?
No. He's a very famous voiceover announcer making a lot of money.
Bill O'Donnell?
Yeah.
He's dead. From Syracuse? He used to do the ball games. He's dead for years. He used to do the Oriole games with Chuck Thompson.
Oh, they buried him with a mic in a dish.
Oh, get out of here. Go ahead. What's the question, sir?
That's Joey's question, actually.
Yeah, what is it?
Is it him running around in that clown outfit?
That clown outfit?
Yeah, all over Miami.
Shooting the women.
Shooting women.
Oh, yeah. Well,
children.
that's a good premise, sir. You must have a demented mind. Thanks for calling.
I do. Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
The Cubs suck.
Okay. Well, tell us something we don't know. 12:14. See, another Mets fan. All those New Yorkers are all the same. Why did you want to work at WNBC? They're all those New York, obnoxious, pushy, loud, and a lot of money. WYOD.
Yeah, could you tell me the number of that golf classic to dial?
What?
Golf classic.
The golf classic? I'm going to give you a number for a golf classic?
Yeah.
Have you got it, Melvin?
The one that Ranieri does.
Oh, we don't know. Who's that?
Your son in the morning.
Oh. Have you got it? Oh, you're listening to it on cue? Hold on a second. Melvin will give it to you. Don't ever call me on air about that kind of crap again. Mobile. Gone. See? We had a very important mobile phone. And look who else just came in early just because you guys are here, and he heard that rumor, too, about Orlando. Let's go to Deerfield.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay.
I want to know if you could play the Blue Hair Across America tour today.
Oh, I promised that woman I was going to play the Barbara Bush thing. She's not even listening anymore. I'll play it tomorrow.
Play the burp thing. Burp thing's funny.
What do you want to hear? What is it?
Blue Hair Across America tour.
Blue Hair Across America tour?
Isn't that the name of it?
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's that, you're talking about Old Farts in the Condo.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect for Joey.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He'd be great at Winmore, wouldn't he? Man, he could make a
He'd be the
comeback.
condo queen.
Yeah.
Do you have furniture?
Yeah,
trade out? I need to get a bed.
Yeah, all he wants to talk about is trading out furniture. That did it for him at She. It got him a 1.5. It's in the machine, sir.
Thank you.
Do you have a furniture sponsor now?
WYOD. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Is this WID?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'd like to speak to Neil, please.
Sure, hold on, okay? You're holding it?
Yes.
Okay. WYOD.
Hello. Collection Neil from Mr. Radio.
From Mr. Radio?
Yes.
What is he, some kind of a joker operator?
No, it's me, Neil.
It's who?
From
Who?
Neil. Mr. Radio.
Mr. Radio? Where's he calling from, operator?
Daytona Beach. Daytona.
Oh, we'll put him right on.
Okay.
Thank you, operator.
Go ahead. Greetings, Mr. Rogers.
It's Mr. Radio. What rumors have you got? You got a job for Joey?
Isn't he working at Coast?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's Johnny Dark.
Same difference.
Yes. Lots of things to banter with
Kind of got you off by the short hairs on that one, didn't we, sir?
Yes, lots of things to banter with you, Mr.
All right, now this is the call. Do you know who this guy is, Mr. Radio?
Yeah, a guy puts out a sheet.
You bet.
Oh, it's
He's full of it.
Joey.
Joey Reynolds is here. That's right. You can't hear us.
He once worked at WKBW when they had ratings.
That's right. And WNBC when they didn't.
Yeah. He had.
No, we had ratings at NBC.
And WPOP and WOFF and WCKY
He
and
worked at POP. He worked at WPOP with Rusty Potts.
He used to work at WSAY in Rochester on the
Wait a
weekend.
second. Is this Mr. Radio who knows everything?
Yes.
How come you're being surprised by all this
Yeah,
stuff?
if you're such an expert, how come you don't know all the 28 stations you got fired from, Putz?
And I was at POP before Rusty Potts. Thank you. Just for the record.
Only Art Volo knows everything about.
Art Volo is Mr. Radio. He's radio's friend. He's the guy who videotapes radio station disc jockeys while they're on the air and then sells them to little boys.
Yes. Can we talk about Super
No,
Dave?
that's the guy on Price is Right. What is it?
Can we talk about Super Dave?
Sure. Briefly.
Have you ever seen him on TV? On Offsides? Have you seen Super Dave?
On Offsides?
Yes, it's a cable show on the
No,
Sunshine.
sir. I don't watch those little, no.
Oh, my gosh. What a yenta.
Yeah, well, let's not give them any publicity. Let's stick with us, okay? We have two very important celebrities in the building.
Wait, there's you and Joey
and
who
Bill
else?
Marshall.
Who?
What do you want? Let's get to it. You're getting ponderous. Let's get to the point.
Can I take a call? I'm very good.
It's a caller that takes a call? What a great format. Now, wait a minute. Is this Mr. Radio or is this the Flower Man?
No, it's Mr. Radio.
And you want to take a call?
Yeah, I want to be a talk show host. Let me practice.
Sounds like Groucho Marx.
I'm the next Steve Dahl.
You're a what?
I'm the next Steve Dahl of Steve and Gary fame from Chicago.
No, you're the next Russ Oasis. Have a nice life, sir. Boy, is he pathetic or what? 12:18 in WIOD. Rick O'Reilly's in the building reading his fan mail. I got a letter from a lady who loves you, Ann. She's about 100 years old, and I recognize the handwriting. She's been sending me hate mail for 13 years.
Oh, I look like an older Tom Hanks.
Old. That's the operative word. WIOD.
Yeah, Neil, please.
Speaking.
Neil, who is that asshole that's on my radio? Can't you get rid of him?
Well, what station are you tuned into? That's Debbie Ellis. Don't talk about her that way. Oh, by the way, take a look while this guy is ripping you. Take a look at the new Sandy Payton billboard there.
Just laugh.
Oh, that's Bill Marshall.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
That's a
Well, he's going to work in Lakeland at ABC Liquors. They're going to have a two-man liquor store.
This is a great billboard for WNWS. It's Sandy Payton standing there holding a couple of boobs.
Allison Ellis. Okay, sir, nice call.
Are bigger.
Okay. That's cute, isn't it?
Should have that coming out of Mike Ranieri's mouth.
Well, we got the perfect spot for Joey now from the Florida Bankruptcy Center. I don't know what it's kind of like a nervous laugh. What are you
Great
laughing
billboard.
about?
I didn't laugh, he did.
Oh.
What? When I think he laughs.
Yeah.
It's a great act.
Okay, if you're trying to... All right, just relax.
So what is Rick saying?
We got an
Nothing
important
worse,
thing going on in
nothing
here.
worse than my kiss?
How does
What
he know?
I kiss you and I tell you something.
I don't want to kiss you again, okay? Stop it.
I won't tell you anything. If I don't sleep with you, you're not going to get. You're not going to know all these things.
Stick to the guy on that other show. Sunrise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Okay. What,
Gee.
were you busy there?
I was, yes, fiddling with my,
Okay, let's get to it, sir. Listen,
listen, I found a
I'll give you
wonderful
Russ
place.
Oasis' phone number at home, by the way, if you're real nice to us.
Joey's?
No, Russ Oasis. He's got a lot of spare time.
Oh, I want Joey's number.
Do you?
Yeah. I found a good place to eat, Neil.
Why, you want a date?
Not with Joey.
He's got big lips.
No, but he tells tales out of school.
That's true. In fact, just a minute ago, he was telling me something I can't repeat on the air. Now, what is it?
Don't do that.
What is it?
Good place to eat. Couple of young guys trying to get started. It's in Sunrise on 44th Street. It's called...
What is this, a free plug you want to give now?
I'm not attached to them. I eat there, though.
You're not attached to him?
No. They're good Jewish boys.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Publix.
So in other words, it's not a Siamese restaurant. You're not attached to them, right, sir?
No.
Okay.
No. Peter Pan. They make Syrian bread.
I beg your pardon? Peter Pan? What is it, a fly-by-night operation?
Syrian bread.
Syrian bread.
Have you ever heard of...
You're calling a Jew and telling him about Syrian food?
Well, what do you call it? Pita bread. They bake it on the premises. Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
What is... have you ever eaten that type of Middle Eastern, Syrian...
Yeah. Greek. Joey's big into Greek.
Fried eggplant with hummus.
Yeah.
And hard-boiled eggs in it and all
have you ever asked yourself the question, do you have any idea how boring this call is? Have you ever asked yourself that?
Oh, well, then in closing...
I mean, you gave a nice little plug there. I have no idea what you're talking about, but the guys, I'm sure, over there appreciate it. They're guys trying to make a living. It's
They're
great.
closed to Shavuot.
And, of course, opening up a Middle Eastern restaurant for the Arabs in Sunrise, I think, is probably a good way to succeed.
Yeah, they got that great Arafat wallpaper they use
Yeah.
up there, too, just before the Heimlich maneuver.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like... Anyway,
okay.
Listen, in closing,
yes, please, soon.
all my buddies at SAS Pools, you're all douchebags.
Oh, I've been to that restaurant. That's where they blindfold the chicken and shoot it at the table. That's a good place. What is it? McCostages? Oh, that's that Far Eastern.
You know the thing
Far
that
Eastern
I
humor.
like about you today, and I've never seen this before. He doesn't even have the cards out now. He's got them all memorized, which is
no, and they're all
incredible.
3x5, right?
No, some are a little bigger than others, as you've noticed. Dayland.
Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Okay.
Listen, I'm calling you because I was driving. I got a brother who lives up in Mariana.
I want to know what that guy means on The Price is Right when he says, Jose, douchebag, come on down. What does he mean by that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it might come up.
Look at even Sally Struthers has gone to new lows doing correspondence.
Oh, I didn't play Old Farts in the Condo yet. We got to do that in a minute.
Yeah,
I'm not playing any of the stuff that people are requesting because these guys have all invaded the show. Where's the food? What is all this mail? Look at these guys are up to what, 3 letters now? Look at that.
Hey.
No, seriously, he's got a lot of mail here today.
Rick is opening studs
Heavy
mail.
duty.
Why are you doing
and
that?
by the
Rick?
way, Putz leaves all his stuff. You guys got a little more organized. He left all his copy out here on the chair yesterday.
Yeah. You got to tell him, Neil, that's your show, right?
Yeah. No, I'm not. It's got nothing to do with me. But he left their copy out in that Zimfar meets douchebag cart that you allegedly.
We found it.
Yeah, you found it in your briefcase. Yeah, on top of this. Go ahead, sir.
Well, to tell you, I was going
They're so
to visit my
desperate
brother
for me
up in
not to play
Mariana.
the material that they take it home now, so I can't find it the next day.
Yep. And what was it?
What are you talking about, sir? I haven't heard a word you said. What is it you said? Because I know it must be interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. I was
What is
going to
it?
Mariana. I got a brother who lives up there.
You got a brother in where?
Mariana. That's around Tallahassee.
Marietta, Georgia?
Close.
Well, it's funny because our home office is in Atlanta, Georgia, Cox Broadcasting. And I was just talking to a guy up there, and he knows your brother.
Hey, that's good. But as I was going up there, I had to go through Lakeland.
Yeah.
And I stopped by ABC Liquor.
Yeah.
Through the drive-thru.
Uh-huh.
And every time the little bell would ring,
They would
the microphone
say,
come up. I'm dying over here.
I know.
Some guy would just cackle. I have no idea who it could have been.
Yeah.
But that's all you heard on the little PA.
That's cute. That's incredible.
Well, it's been a long day.
Well, I know a guy who'd love to have you write some material for him. He's on once a week, but he does a hell of a show.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it Mr. Majors?
I don't want to... No. This guy's on regular.
You know, I never realized just being a little bird could be so complicated.
See ya.
Okay.
26 past noon. What is that?
Can we work on my furniture trade out, please? I need some furniture.
We aren't going to suck around for freebies for you. We got free food coming, and that should be enough to tide you over till tomorrow.
I also need a bed.
What is that? What is that? Lenny Bruce?
I got to move out of the place.
What is that?
We're living at the mall. This is an article. Did you see the Mickey Rourke movie?
No.
Wild Orchids. You never saw that?
He's ugly.
Oh, he's a very handsome guy.
Oh, jeez. Not only is he kissed bad, but he's got bad taste.
Come on.
Hollywood.
Yeah, Neil.
Yes.
Listen, Neil.
Of course, he's kissing me. What does that tell you? Yes.
I just wanted to say that, we all enjoy listening to Joey Reynolds, and we think he's funny and entertaining.
The best.
And I just wanted to let Joey know that we're out here, Joe, and we're just hoping you stay on the air.
Well, thanks a lot, man.
Because we think you're talented, and
what do you mean we think?
We know.
There you go. See, don't be defensive like Bill Marshall. Don't let it rub off. Try to be more
Bill
assertive.
Marshall's good too, and
well,
as
now
far
we
as
know
the other
credibility
guys go, I don't want to bum rap the other people on WIOD.
No.
But the only people I
don't
listen
pick on
to
Joe
is you,
Zagacki.
Neil. We listen to Neil Rogers, and then we listen to Joey Reynolds on Saturday.
Well, what about Rick and Smut?
I don't listen to them, Neil.
Why not? He's sitting right here, and he's got very thin skin. He's going to get emotional again and have another breakdown. Why not?
I don't think he's that entertaining. See,
He's
Joey,
not entertaining?
Joey doesn't feed off the audience. Joey feeds the audience. So Joey's
In other words, you don't hear a buttload of entertainment in the afternoon on this station, sir?
The only entertainment you got there, Neil, is Neil Rogers and Joey Reynolds.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people out in the audience that would like to call in and say the same thing, I'm sure.
Well, we're here to hear it.
And I just hope they keep Joey on, that's all.
Okay.
Thank you very
Rick
much.
Riley's getting red in the face in a hospital, and he's got a little voodoo doll. He's sticking a pin right in your cheek.
Well, Joey, listen. Lots of luck, Joe. We hope you stay on.
Thanks a lot.
And in closing, sir.
And in closing, Neil, I
Back
enjoyed...
at you. 28 past noon.
You can't stand it when they praise me, can you?
I let the guy go on forever.
Yeah, you're right. You did do that. You let him go on forever.
There's no pleasing you. That's the thing. If I rip you, you're upset. If somebody says something nice about you, if I give you that big treat.
Oh, and you don't do that,
George
do you? I mean, you're not black or white.
and Dick Biondi, that's like the Buffalo Hall of Shame.
All these names. What are these people
and
in Miami?
But that's
don't
not
know
the
those names.
That would be like if I said Don Imus and Howard Stern.
Yeah, they don't know those names here either.
Are you
Miami?
Where
You know
are all
many
these people
natives
from?
live here? There are people.
All
who
right,
live here.
Felipe Rivero and Tomas Regalado and Ana Squeak. He's as big as Ana Squeak. Okay, how do you like that? You feel better now?
On the sky.
Yeah,
on the sky.
Honest.
Well, it's really good to have a hometown feeling here. I mean, there's people who live here who've grown
Your
up with
hometown
you.
station is right next door.
They've been weaned on you, Neil.
Yeah, they're weaning next door too. Right, Sally? Miami.
Hey, Joey.
Yeah.
Paisan.
Here we go.
Hey, Joey, you're no Neil Rogers.
The Mastaccioli kid.
You're no Neil Rogers, but on the bright side, you're no Stan Major either.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a light. In limbo.
Mets and Mets.
Rush Limbo.
Joey's okay.
Yeah, he's all right.
Nothing wrong.
In small doses.
Why do you make an issue out of me? Why have I become your event this week?
What the hell are you talking about? It's all you talk about is me every Saturday. We never discuss you. And then I came in Monday morning, and Johnny Dark says, "Boy, are you going to get even with Joe?" Of course, Johnny Dark is a troublemaker.
Johnny Dark is a pig. He's in here for the food.
A troublemaking pig.
Yeah,
how do you like that?
Suckling.
Exactly. Very excellent, sir. You want to write some material for Joey? You can use it. That was good.
I left about half an hour ago.
That was
for the
perfect.
food right
now.
now.
That was good. Suckling is the perfect word for Johnny Dark.
Right. That is perfect.
The man is like a vulture, just hovering over, waiting for an accident to happen. If it doesn't happen, he'll make it happen.
A schnorrer.
Exactly. You're okay in our book, pal.
All right.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, can I play this now? Because they'll get upset.
New kids on the block have been sweeping the country. And now comes Hallandale's answer to New Kids on the Block. It's Geritol music with a message. Old farce in the condo. I tell you, my wife's hair's just not blue now. Her teeth are bad and she don't chew them out. Decrepit recording artist Soul farts in the condo with their new smash album, Friends and Enemas. Let the tears, there's some
got for you. Sweet and low. Gonna feel some sweet and low. Give me some of them in a row.
We were driving to the restaurant the other day when we found out it cost $1 to valet. So we parked across the street, we walked across the road, then a truck hit my wife and it squished her like a toad.
Old Farts in the Congo. Catch the tour. Buy the album before they expire.
I told you once, I told you twice. No MSG on my flag light.
They raised the price on polygrip, so I'm sorry I can't leave a tip. First, there were New Kids on the Block. Now, Old Farts in the Congo. I tell you, my wife's hair's just not blue. Old Farts in the Congo. Buy the album Friends and Enemies and get your tickets for the Farts live at any rickety bastard ticket outlet. Another Coffin Door presentation.
I'm dying over here.
Okay. Well, I keep playing that because you like it.
I love it.
12:32 at WIOD. We're going to do another break now? Do we have one? Because I'm lost. I have no idea what. Well, we got two more, right? One now, and then it, leaves one?
Where's the
Can you
food?
count that high?
What time are we going to eat around?
Amherst. We're having lunch
That's
at
a stroke. I mean, you've been boring.
Mancuso's in Batavia, New York. Did you ever eat at Mancuso's?
Yeah,
Great
that's
Italian
right.
restaurant?
Yeah, but I read
They own the whole town. No, don't say
Yes, it is. It's a great restaurant. Now, where's the food? I need to eat. I need to be fed. I have hypoglycemia, you know. I mean, I just got a disease.
Yeah, you got a disease, all right. I wish you quit spreading it around, man.
I'm going to go downstairs to the commissary.
God,
and
you smell like you just came from Madame Ladrex.
What is the matter with my kisses and my smelling?
In Gay Paris.
Why do you complain
Give
about...
your kisses and your smelling to your wife. Leave them in Plantation. 12:33 at WIOD.
I leave my wife for you.
And we will be right back.
Hi, this is... Now, Dick, our Stranger on the Shore festival has become so popular, we're going to add something special today.
And what is that, Casey?
A celebrity Stranger on the Shore.
Yeah?
And here's our celebrity, Joe Carcione Jr.
Well, this is a real treat.
Good morning, Dick, and good morning, everybody. It's so nice to be here in person.
Okay, see, we play other people's material on this show. We do very well with it.
Why don't you do your own? Why don't you do
I don't
what
have
we do?
any.
Why don't you're always making fun of Bill and I?
I'd rather use good material.
We have good
than
material.
yours.
We sit down and we write.
Well,
Thank
when are you
very
going to
much.
use it? You're holding back?
No, I've been playing it, and you've been playing it too. So apparently
What?
it must be good. You're using it secondhand, and you're getting off on it.
Oh, man. Are you serial?
What?
I
Yeah,
play it to
I'm
make
serial.
you feel better.
I feel better about myself without your help. Thank you very
Stroke
much.
of Genius was,
I don't need you.
was outstanding. It was tasteless and crude, and it was great.
It was about you. That's why you played it.
But my point, it's not.
You're the
How
most
about the floor?
self-centered, serving,
Oh, my God. Here's a man who does 4 hours on Neil Rogers every Saturday. Every other word is Neil Rogers. Why don't you start doing stuff like on Rick Weaver?
I've learned some things from you. I haven't learned
What?
anything from Rick Weaver.
No, see, you came here to the market. You're still making the same mistakes. You came here, and right away I had that big number then in the good old days when I had numbers. And right away you started Neil. Every other word, Neil is Neil. It didn't do you any good.
No, wait. I did
then
not
I went
start
on
on
in
you.
the
I
morning.
never heard of you when I first came here.
Oh, you can't be. Well, if he's
started
so
on
good,
the
how come he's
caller.
on midday? How come he's not on FM? And all of a sudden I was on FM in the morning
Yeah,
and
so
beat
what the
your
hell?
ass.
What drove you
and
over
beat
to-
the crap
Wait a
out of
minute.
you.
Of course you did. But what drove you over to FM?
More money.
Well, why did you come over there? You didn't. All of a sudden, you got jealous. You're sitting there and you're listening to me, and I'm making noise.
I
on
got
screen.
jealous.
Here
How
I was.
long did you suffer from these delusions?
No, wait a minute.
They came to me. Gary Lawrence, a great Jewish guy, came to me one day and he said, "Let's go have lunch." And I knew right away I was going to get it right in the back.
First of all, that was an oxymoron. Now you're coming in.
Zeta was dying.
You came in.
They kept saying,
I'm dying over here.
that's all they said in between Led Zeppelin and the CCR. That's all and they needed a morning show desperately. I went over, I gave them the numbers, and then the brain surgeon.
We know that.
doesn't-
Wait, you're skipping
that
over the
wouldn't
first
hire
part
you,
of the
Tim
story.
Williams.
No.
Said,
You got the story
we
wrong.
don't want you to be number one. We'd rather be number three.
See how your
Did he
demented
tell you
mind
that?
has
Did he
taken
tell you
this?
don't be number one, be
No.
number three?
You've taken the information and you
Why
put it down
are
to
you
your
getting so
convenience.
hysterical?
Because
your
you're making
food
me
is on the way. The
crazy.
food is on the way.
I'm trying. Oh, well, that's okay. When do we eat?
There we go.
That's a very Jewish
Kendall.
thing.
Yeah, Joey?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you related to Mike Ranieri?
I'd like to be.
No, you look like his son.
Looks like his son.
There's a little humor in there
maybe
somewhere.
his father.
That's the best compliment. Maybe his father, exactly. Now we're getting closer to the truth.
Well, you know, we're all around the same age, everybody on the station. I'm the youngest guy, and the only one who does not have a sexual preference problem on the whole staff.
Yeah, that's why he runs around kissing all the guys when he's in here, right?
Yeah, and you have the
Because he has no hang-ups.
You have the same strange, turkey skin hanging off the neck.
I do not have a turkey skin. I have that Nancy Reagan velocity face. Cut it out.
Yeah, he looks like a gobbler.
Now, what's the problem here? What is the problem? Why are you picking on me?
Who?
You.
I'm just mouthing whatever she says. If she said you were great.
not this instant. I mean, why are you on my case? When I first came here to SHE, I did not know you existed. I never heard of you when I was on WSHE. I came here from New York. They put me on the air with a strange audience, and they auditioned
Well, now you're blaming the audience.
No.
Everybody in the audience.
I played and worked off the
How would
audience.
you like to come here when I came here after Sandy Payton and Bill Smith and Bill McQuigg and Paul Lyle? How'd you like to inherit that audience?
She was the queen of talk before you.
Well, we got a new queen of talk.
I know. So there I was on She in the morning doing my show. You come along on this AM painfully plain station where WINZ, isn't that it? Wasn't that what it was?
I don't know.
Yeah. So you're on the air there. I'm on the air on FM.
You
and all
don't
of a
mention the
sudden,
call letters of other stations.
you got jealous about the morning show taking off.
Okay. I got jealous.
Yeah,
then I
you
went
started
over there and I
talking
kicked
about
your
it.
ass. That's right.
And then you came over and kicked my ass
and
on
you
the
called me
FM.
on the air that one time and you said, I hope you beat me in the ratings. You're a lot better than I am. And we took the cart and we played it and we played it and we played it. And then everybody believed it.
Yeah, well, people do believe things and you start all these rumors.
But you
have
started
me
it yourself. It's like a death wish.
You have me positioned here
You're
as
better
a
than
loser.
Charles Bronson.
You have
Death wish 1 through 100.
The biggest mistake I ever made was being your friend. I mean, look at what
When
you
was
do to
that?
your friends. You crap
When
all
the hell
over
was
me.
that?
I'm your friend. And you start crapping on
You're
me.
my friend.
You took my act and you ran off with it. You did a talk version of it, and then you come opposite me on an FM station in the
You know,
same
the
market.
last guy who was here talking about everybody, like Howard Stern stole his act, he went back to the city by the bay. Now, what is it, ma'am? Are you still there?
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Okay, let's go to Moral Gables on the Joey Reynolds Show with Bill Marshall, Neil Rogers, and Rick and Putz. And Chuck Meyer.
You're going to pay for this.
You know, Chuck's in there again because the Pirates are hot again, so now he's sitting there with that smug look on his face. Hey, Pie Trainer lives, that crap, you know.
Where's
yes,
the
ma'am.
food?
Sir, are you there?
And like this.
Oh, man.
Let's put that one on hold. WIOD.
Is this Kendall?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Is this Kendall?
Yeah.
You want to be on the air?
Yeah.
Well, you're on right now.
Oh, I am?
Is this a real call?
Yeah.
Are you for real, honest to God?
Of course.
Okay, what do you want? You want to speak to Joey?
No.
You know, even a ponderous telethon has food in the green room.
Who do you want to speak
There's got
to?
to be something to eat around
Who do you want to
For
speak
you,
to?
Neil, man. Hey, how's
Well, I'm
lunch?
here. I'm right here.
Hey, so how's lunch, man?
I'm not having any lunch.
You're not?
It's on the way for Joey and Bill because they're our honored guests.
What are you
and
gonna
they're
eat?
desperate.
You're not going to eat
I'm not
anything?
eating any
Why
of
not?
it. I can't.
Why? You can't eat anything at all? What are you
I
going to
thought
do?
you were my friend. I'm eating lunch when I go home, okay?
What do you have?
I take my little pill, I insert it, I stand up, it falls out, and then, what the hell is that?
Here's Nick. He's bringing a pair
Oh,
of
here's a
nuts.
couple of apples to get you started. Have a little
Thank
fruit,
you very
Joey.
much.
It's right up your alley. Now, what do you want, sir? He's got something in his mouth. Now we can talk. What do you want?
So how's the Cubs doing?
Not well. Things are not well in Chicago, but we're getting used to it.
Well, Sandberg is hot, isn't he?
Sandberg's doing it. He's doing it. The Hawk had another 3 hits last night. They're doing great.
I can't believe that they called that ball a foul ball. Remember
Well,
that?
it was fair, but as it turned out, it didn't make any difference, but it gave us a lot of excitement. It got Zimmer do a little routine again for us. We need some excitement.
Hey,
Right?
Neil, is that true that there's a restaurant called Intercourse?
There's a restaurant? No, there's a town called Intercourse in Pennsylvania.
Oh, I thought it was a restaurant.
Well, only if you eat there.
Oh, I see.
Okay? Think about it. Think about it. Have a nice life,
Hey,
sir.
come on, Neil.
Are you done?
No.
Okay, there's more?
Yeah, there's more.
Okay, Joey sunk his teeth into something real juicy over there. Go ahead.
Oh, man, so he's desperate, man.
Yeah, it's a big
Oh,
apple.
hey, Neil, look out, man.
Wait a minute. What is this message? What is this message?
Well, I mean, he probably has he probably has the hots for you, man.
No, seriously. There's a message here that says for Nick L. It doesn't make any sense. It's got nothing on it. It says for Nick L. Oh, I see. He's showing me this from our receptionist. She gave a message that has no name and phone number on it. That's WIOD. We're on top of it, sir.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
What do you think about the new station, 97.3 Coast?
Oh, the best. The best. I have it on 20 hours a day, except from 10 to 2.
Do you think it's better than the 105.9 Waxy FM?
By a long shot.
You think so?
Yeah, and our guys don't even have to wear stupid old ratty caps over there either. Yeah.
Oh, hey, I want to call my friend.
You know, he used to have such a big mouth on QAM years ago, Ricky. They told him, put a lid on it. He took him literally, and ever since he's been wearing that thing, he even sleeps in it. He's got more gangrene under that thing, you'd be disgusted, revolted. That's why they call him moldy oldies on Waxy.
Yeah. Hey, Neil, man, why
are you following any of this, sir? Are you paying attention, or is
Yes,
it like
I
all
am.
flowing over your cap?
I am, man, but Neil, why are you always interrupting me? I mean, every time I
Okay.
start...
All right, I won't say a word. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm dying over here. Hey, I want to call my friend CJ Douchebag.
Who is it?
CJ.
CJ?
CJ, yeah.
I wasn't sure. Were you sure?
Yeah, I was sure.
Oh, okay.
I was absolutely. Absolutely. Did you dump that?
12:44, yeah. Well, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't a little premature.
I mean, you waited so long.
Well, I didn't, understand. We have an open line today at 751 WIOD, 751 Joey. Who's that on the bat line? Is that for us? Wouldn't that be exciting?
Probably Rick Shaw after that last comment.
Rick Shaw or Russ Oasis again calling back to more free airtime. What's the matter, Russ? Don't get enough free time on Saturday, you douchebag? I want some $20 spots is what I want. You cheap. Man, he ought to pay 5 times the rate just to have the right to come on and scream like that on the air. It's disgusting. Wouldn't you be embarrassed if you made millions of dollars screaming and just insulting people? And how can we be running those spots on the coast? That's like a easy, a little up-tempo, but an easy station. We don't want to hear, $85! Who the hell wants to hear that at 8 in the morning?
Well, this is a very successful operation here.
What?
This radio station.
The ad team?
Yeah. No, the radio station. They'll take any ads.
Why don't we start our own? We'll call it the bad team. And put that faker out of business, okay?
Why do you call him a faker? He's very successful.
I don't care. He's still a faker. When I first met him, you're not going to believe this. This is true. I worked here 2 weekends, 1976, before I went to KAT. I'd quit J&O, West Palm Beach. I was not fired. I quit, just for your benefit. And I was out of work, as we usually are in this business. And
don't quit for my benefit.
Bill Calder was working here then, my good friend Bill Calder, who you've heard of, who'll be doing your show soon.
Yeah.
And he got me a couple of weekends here to play music on Saturday. And guess who was on for weekends here playing music before I was on, I think, 2 to 6, 10 to 2, playing music. And it was not in this room. It was like somewhere over there. Russ Oasis.
How was his work?
Weak.
You didn't think he was a good doc?
Weak. Right in the middle of Wichita lineman by Glenn Campbell. They opened the mic. $85. Want to buy a car?
Did you see him on greatness? Did you see him on television on 57, Channel 57, when he had that show that was much ahead of Saturday Night Live? They were doing bits together.
Are you sucking up with him?
I'm asking you if you saw the show.
No, the thing about you, and I'm not knocking. It's just honest. Joey at least sucks around with people who have a lot of money, okay? And I'll say that. Mort Downey, and then, of course, he went bust, and he don't have anything to do with him anymore. Now it's Russ, okay?
No, that's not true. I mean, you don't have the order in I mean, if you don't know my M.O. is, you don't have an idea in the world about my personality.
Your Haley's M.O.?
You're so
it smells like you're wearing it.
Projecting what you are that you don't even realize.
Projecting what I am?
Yeah.
I don't have to project
because that's the way you
talk about it 24 hours a day. You're obsessed with it.
I love Russ Oasis. He's my friend. I am a loyalist.
That's what he's afraid of.
Can you name a friend of yours?
No.
But you don't have any left.
No.
You probably put all your business on the air.
Dick Purton.
He's not a friend of yours.
Oh, trust me.
He thinks he's a fan.
He loves me.
There's a difference. You have a lot of fans.
Well, I'm not going to mention any of my friends because I don't want you calling them and starting rumors.
How many friends do you have?
Many.
You don't have a lot of friends.
How the hell do you know that?
Because I know who your friends are.
You think you know.
I know the
You don't know crap. I don't even know Rod Roddy.
Where's Fat Rich?
At least I don't hang out with guys like that.
Fat Rich abandoned you right
who
after
wears silk suits.
The buffet went, Fat Rich is out of your life.
He's got like cocoons on his elbow from wearing so many of those damn things. He's got those little butterflies floating out of his body or something.
Roddy asked me to come over there and give you a great big kiss.
Who did? Yeah, I bet he did. All right, the price is right. $12.48. That's what they say in Thailand, isn't it? The price is right.
Don't you ever want to explain that story?
No.
You want to keep everybody in the dark about that?
Unless you want to be the one that does it. Mark it on the tape because we'll need it later.
He goes to the Orient.
No.
I don't want to be.
No.
Don't do it.
All right.
I won't be an Orient.
Okay. See, this is good because you're a witness. This is the difference between me and him, except for the paycheck. Is that I know where to draw the line, and I can like titillate and hang it out there, so to speak. But with Joey, it's like an elephant in a china shop. Once he gets started, he goes way over the tracks and over the edges. He's out of control. We don't allow lies on the air. It's, jeez. You're sick. You really are. You're sick.
Did you dump that?
Yes, and don't say it again.
You don't like that
word. You say it again, you won't eat lunch, I'll tell you that.
Okay, I won't say
You may eat something, but it won't be lunch.
But that never made the air. They don't know what we're talking about.
If it would have been your show, it would have made the air. Okay?
Oh, that's true, because I don't
Would he have dumped it? Would you have dumped that?
You probably would have without showing.
No, see, because you don't have the guts to dump what he says. You're like a quisling.
Oh, now he's going to start on you.
You're like a weasel.
I generally assume that when Joey says something, he wants it to go on the air.
Well, did you want that to go on the air?
It's your decision, Neil. It doesn't make any difference.
All right, what do you think? Did you want that on the air?
What's that again?
Okay. It's, see, with this audience, it doesn't make any difference because they don't absorb any of it anyway, so to speak.
Like being on a mushroom farm.
All right, can we talk about Toyota of Hollywood one more time? And here, thank you, Wayne. Wayne Arnold was here. Look at how skinny he is. You never knew him when he was a fat pig. I can say that now because he lost all the weight. He is so slim now. This man used to be fat. He had a gut bigger than Johnny Dark, if you can believe that. And he's slim and trim. He lost all that weight on Nutrisystem. You look great.
What's the name of this restaurant?
Wayne Arnold's. Arnold's Royal Castle, 125th and Northwest 7th Avenue.
Isn't
With
that
the Rochester White Hots and the Neely Burgers and the Castle Burgers and the Birch Beer and the good stuff that you got stuffed down your fat mouth. Are you happy now?
What a weenie.
God. Thank you, Wayne. Thanks a lot. Don't feed him anymore, by the way. Cut it out.
This is great.
Okay, 1252 at WIOD, your weenie station. Let's go to North Miami Beach.
I'm just a gigolo, and everywhere I go, the people know the part I'm playing.
Yeah. Let's go to Hollywood. Hollywood. Go on, that's at line 6. Do you ever have trouble on that line 6 and 7? Or you never get that many calls, I'm sorry.
No, I don't think we ever have any problems with those lines.
Palm Beach.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a comparison of the Joey Reynolds
He's a
show.
sour guy, Mr. Marshall. He's a sourpuss. Lighten up a little bit. We're feeding you free food here. What is it?
I appreciate
I want to make a comparison because I know some people haven't seen it.
Seen
In
what?
my mind, it kind of reminds me of
Haven't seen, wait a minute. Haven't seen what?
listen to the Joey Reynolds show.
Okay. See, you used to see it when it was on Channel 10.
Yeah.
But then it became too embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, it's still embarrassing.
Even Joey was embarrassed by it.
It's kind of like, reminds me of...
And I commend him for that, being honest enough to admit that his TV show is a piece of crap. I commend him for that. It takes a big man to be that honest, say, you know, the show sucked.
At least I went up to bat.
It's kind of like a dying...
How many guys you know have tried it?
It's self-faced.
I know a lot of guys who've tried it.
And just like its big butt is still sticking up in the air, and it's still kicking, so you know it's alive. You know there's still something there. It's just kind of kicking around, and somebody should shoot it. And they know they should shoot it, but it's too gross, and nobody really wants it in the background.
1254 at WIOD. That was one of the classy weekend callers we had. And look at this. Look how long it took Super Pig to come in here now. I can't believe it. You are a disgrace. Here's all these...
As a matter of fact, I'm thinking of a lawsuit. I'm going to call that lawyer. What's his name?
Yeah.
Going to work something out. It's kind of scary, but I think I'll get over it.
Okay.
Thank you, Neil.
Have a good life, sir. Whatever you're talking about. Miami.
Yes, I've got a special crime check bulletin from your hometown station.
Okay.
Fort Lauderdale police today have arrested another suspect in the recent body dismemberment case. The suspect is Theodore Beavercleaver.
Cute. Weak. You know what I would do? Sir?
Good job.
What?
Get a real job.
Don't recommend him to call Saturday morning.
Write these out on 3x5 cards and slip them under the door on the weekend out front here.
Into Joey's office?
No, just under the front door. He'll get them.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. WIOD. Okay, there's Lee again. Just before he goes on the air, there's always one last hang-up on a Palm Beach.
When there's trouble, I can count on you to leave me on the double.
You depress me. It's a piece of Bill Calder's material because we play everybody else's material on this show, and I want to give, at least I give credit. Okay? I don't steal other people's shtick and then pretend it's my own.
Well, then what is your material?
I don't have any.
I know.
Although I have a coat, and once I was in the airport and somebody came up to me and grabbed it, so can that be felt? And I said, Rod, cut the crap.
You're like a large parasite.
North Miami. Oh, you're sitting in here eating all my sponsors' food, and you're calling me a parasite? Stick your finger down your throat. Come on.
Where's the furniture?
Go ahead, Sue.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
But let me tell you, pompous asses, a thing or two.
Gentlemen?
Is that it?
But let me tell you, pompous
Boy.
asses, a
Is
thing
that on
or
the time tunnel?
This is incredible.
Are you listening to it back again? Are you getting like a vibration? You feel like you're doing news at Channel 7?
That's Mr. Burke to you, dummy.
Okay, now there's another friend of yours, the Dean.
I don't know Alan Burke that well.
I do. I know him.
Well, you
Not
worked
that
with him.
well.
You worked with him.
He called me at home when I was sick. That was very nice of him. It's more than you did.
I don't have your phone number, Neil. That would be a good way to call
I
you
gave
at
you
home,
my
wouldn't
home
it?
number. It's still the same.
Bill, what did I tell you today on the way and speak for me today?
Oh, that you finally found his number.
Yeah.
I got promoted and all that other stuff.
Now that I'm back and you want my job, now you found my number.
I don't want your job. What
no,
the
it's
hell
okay.
do I
I
want your job
understand.
for?
You're busy. You're out of work and you're busy. WIOD.
You wanted it while you were out.
Yeah.
Did Joey have any radio experience before his famous highlight career?
No.
No.
But you know where he went wrong?
Where? Because he didn't use one of those.
Right at the top of his career, he dropped the ball.
Is that where I thought it hit in his face? That's why he saw it.
He dropped it.
Oh, I see.
I feel like the back end of the court is highlight.
And you look like it, too.
Why are you always bashing me? Is there nobody else to pick on in town?
Oh, I'm bashing you.
Not
the
you, I'm
audience
talking to
is
Neil.
bashing.
Oh, I'm
the
sorry.
audience loves to do it.
Neil, why?
I bash Stan and DJ. I
And
get
Slick and
accused of
Rudd.
bashing everybody. What?
And Slick and Ruds.
Yeah.
His hots are great.
Yeah. Just keep eating your free food and stop picking on me. What do you want now, sir? What's the next
Well,
one?
that's just my question.
Okay, we'll get you an answer. Fort Lauderdale.
Hi, I got a Roddy spy report.
Okay, good. Let's go to Hallandale. Moving right along. Hallandale. They must have died. Dade County, WIOD.
Hey, guy.
Yeah.
How you doing?
What are you doing, dude?
Not too much, Doc, man.
Calling
Joey,
from Dude Ranch?
how can you stand to be around this slob?
Oh, yeah, here we go. It's one of your people.
How can you do it?
Here's a guy calls all the time, calls this show every day, calls every stinking day, wouldn't miss it for all the money in the world, and now he's calling and abusing me in your name.
Neil's like E.F. Hutton, you know.
How can you stand to be in the same room with him, Joey?
He's like E.F. Hutton. When he talks, we all listen.
Yeah,
Everybody
Neil.
listens to him.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Okay.
Listen, I think you got a great show. I think Joey's got a great show too, though.
There you go. In other words, you're easy, right?
I enjoy listening to IOD all through the day.
Okay, just got my weekly news. We got some very sensuous pictures that Joey probably get very excited about.
I got pictures of you with that chicken in the hotel room, so don't tell me about that stuff.
So is that it, sir? Are you through tinkling?
That's all.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, WIOD. Good one. Okay, that's going to do it for this hour. You all done eating? What are you going to do?
Now I can go for that 1 to 2 hour that you can die alone on.
Okay.
Right.
They're leaving. Have a wonderful show this weekend. Don't mention my name. And
Neil,
say hi to Russ. Give him a big...
I love you, Neil.
Don't do it. WIOD. Oh, man.
Get out of here! Go away! Stop! Call the police!
Call the police! Gail Bright has the 1 o'clock WIOD news with a special news bulletin from this studio, and we'll be back with I'll be back with the big 1 to 2 hour after we clean the mess up.
WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Mike Ranieri wakes up South Florida tomorrow morning on News Talk Radio 610, WIOD. 10
Hi, guys. See ya. Have a great life. Boy, I can't believe it. They finally left.
Hey, buttheads. It's the 1 to 2 hour.
No, they were okay. They were okay in their own peculiar way. WIOD.
Yeah.
Now it's just us.
What?
I said it's just us now.
Oh, it's just us now, huh?
You and me and Melvin.
And Melvin.
Hold on. WIOD.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Neil.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I was in the middle of a profound
Well,
thought.
hold on. You're thinking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what is it, sir?
I'm just calling to say hello.
You're in Jupiter?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm at the Jupiter Theater.
Do we actually have an audience up there in Jupiter?
Yeah, I listen all the time, but I can never get through. But
Well, how did you like Joey being in here today? Should we ever do it again or not? Let's take a poll on it.
Never.
Are you serious?
Well, I don't know.
Give the guy a break. He needs a job. He's desperate. And I got to be honest, as much as he ticks me off at times when he comes in and you look at him with that sorry, sad, forlorn look, you kind of feel sorry for him. Like, hey, he's not such a bad guy.
Yeah,
then he walks out and you start thinking about it and you say, well, maybe he is.
You get a lot of feedback on him. It's something to talk about.
Joey's one of those people you really have kind of like mixed feelings about, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of like a love-hate relationship.
Have you been to the Jupiter Theater?
What is it?
Have you been to the Jupiter Theater?
I have never been to Jupiter in my life, sir.
You got to come up here. It used to be the Burt Reynolds Theater.
Really?
New guy just bought it. It's great food now. And
So it's like a little plug, huh?
yeah, I'm one of the managers.
Well, what do you got going up there? Like Debbie does Deerfield or what? What's
we
playing?
got Don Knotts in
Don
Lorraine.
Knotts does Deerfield? That ought to be pretty interesting.
Don Knotts. You ought to see him.
I'll bet.
But anyway, it was great calling.
If he doesn't have some lunch, you won't be able to see him, I'll tell you that. If he turns sideways, it looks like Karen Carpenter. Well, listen, have a great life.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to have to call you again. It was worth it.
Okay.
Take care.
How much did it cost?
I don't know. It's their phone.
Okay.
All right?
Bye.
Bye.
Don't expect too much now. They were in here for like 2 hours. Coral Gables.
I'm just listening. How you doing, Neil?
Are you just listening?
Yeah, I'm like...
Well, get off the phone then. This phone is for talking, not for listening, okay? If you want to listen, go buy a radio. What is this? Well, how come that... Boca?
Boca.
You're there.
Yeah.
Because he just erased you from the board. He's getting way ahead of himself.
Yeah, he came on and asked me if I was still there, and then
He came on to you on the phone?
well, you know how he is.
Boy. Play one cart with his voice, and right away...
Hi, WRD, Neil Rogers Show.
He's out of control. Out of control, that Melvin.
Yeah, that's for
So
sure.
what's going on?
Well, I hear some rumors about things were going on in your old neighborhood. The two people, the husband and wife, or the kids lived like catty corner across from you, got into a fist fight with a guy next to him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I heard about that with the 2x4 or something, or with a hoe. He hit him over the head with a hoe.
I don't know. This was something else, and the wife tried
Another one?
Yeah, the wife tried to get in the middle, and she got punched, knocked cold. I'm serious. I'm serious.
Oh, boy. It's one big happy family at Mayfair, folks. Just a big happy family.
Yeah, that old guy on the corner, he is, or wherever, I don't know if it's a corner.
Feisty.
Oh, yeah. And he's still doing it. He put up a big shrub that they didn't want or something, or he was on their side of the line, and
Well, it's nice to live with people who get so hysterical and emotional about things like, a leaf falling in their yard, or, your dog took something on their driveway.
But that's how it is all over South Florida.
No, not really. Not when you live out in the boondocks here. That's the place to live, out with the frogs and the ducks. That's where it is to go, trust me.
In the swamps, yeah.
Yep.
Well,
the only way to do it.
Anyway, that's about my story for today, except one thing about Joey. I was at his show, his TV show once.
Really?
And he warms up the audience by doing homophobic Neil Rogers jokes, and so he is not worth even having him on your show.
So in other words, he's a phony, two-faced, like I said before he came in here, phony, two-faced...
Slime ball.
Slime bag.
That's correct.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said before, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly right. He has this
Well, I know that.
He has a sad, forlorn look on his face, but deep inside is a conniving,
vicious
person only Goebbels could enjoy.
Backstabbing, vulture,
horrendous douchebag.
But not bad.
Yeah, but other than that, he's great.
Okay.
All right.
See you. Okay, I'm glad we got the truth out on the table. No, in fact, before he left, he was standing there with his Quisling, and he was going on about, I owe it to you what I am in the market today, and the fact that I'm still working. I mean, here's a guy who's basically unemployed, and he's standing here with a straight face thanking me profusely for having a job, even though 4 hours a week. And if it would have been up to me, they wouldn't have let him in the building. So I don't understand what these people are talking about. Whatever happens, if it's good or if it's bad, I get credit or blame for it, okay? I don't understand it. That would be like Mark Pentrak calling. You're calling right now in the air saying, boy, they never would have found that stuff in my trunk if it wouldn't have been for you and your big mouth, WIOD.
Hey, I'm on already.
Yeah.
Listen, I hate Joey Reynolds. This guy...
All right, just slow down. Take a breath. Just relax. We have plenty of time to bash him. He's
tell
gone.
it to his face, but it's been, the Boca lines have been tied up all
Well,
day
the lines
long.
have been hot, man. The lines were real sizzling when those guys were in here praying that we wouldn't talk to him.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, the guy, he has a horrible show. I probably listened to a half hour in total since he's been there. I mean, hiya. That's all he does is say hiya. He's got this sidekick that makes me sick. All he do is talk about where they've worked. I mean, can he go a whole show without saying, oh, well, I used to work up in New York or in this place?
No.
It's like, I only work one day a week, so I got to remind the people that I used to work
he used to be
somewhere.
big. He used to be big, okay?
But what's happened to him?
Kind of like Wayne Arnold. He used to be big.
Well, what's happened to him now?
He's small.
He stinks.
Well, that's...
And he's ugly, and he doesn't belong on your show, Neil.
Not
Neil,
debatable.
you're a big softy.
That's right.
I mean, you should really kick the guy out next time he wants to come in, and you've always...
I invited him to come in. I challenged him to come in. I didn't know he was going to be here for 2 hours. But then once he was here and he gave me that sad puppy routine and they wanted to eat, and you notice as soon as they finished all the food, they got out of here like Grant took Richmond, so they're gone. As soon as they finished, and that Johnny Dark next door, who was the biggest pig in the history of... Even Porky would be embarrassed. Once the food is gone, their history, they're gone. Adios.
Well, you know why?
They're on their way to take their Pepto-Bismol and have a wonderful life,
They have to pay for their sex.
What is it?
They have to pay for their sex. That's why they ain't got any money.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because nobody would have them.
Well, he sure got a lot of free kisses and feels in here, I'll tell you that. I got to be honest. Now, I keep telling him that. I don't know why he does it.
It sounds like
it is revolt. I'm not joking you. In fact, the people who were at Specs in the Grove that day saw it. He comes up to you and he just drapes his skinny, ugly, smelly body all over your neck, and he just grabs your head and your desperately trying to defend yourself, and he plants this big, lip-ridden, tongue-driven, grotesque, wet, sloppy, ugly, smarmy kiss.
It's enough to give somebody
and
a stroke.
you want to puke, exactly. I feel like I'm having a relapse. I was at the doctor this morning real early before I came to work. I'm doing great. Everybody's happy. I'm losing weight. I'm doing fabulous.
Congratulations.
I come in here. The man comes in. He's spreading his personal diseases all over my head.
Maybe, he ought to go on the
And I got news
show.
for you. I happen to be picky, okay? I have better taste than that.
But I know you do, Neil.
The problem is the people that I want to come and kiss me all over, they don't want to do it. He comes in here, he slobbers all over my damn face.
It really sounds like he's...
And no matter how much I tell him, I'm not joking. He believes I think it's funny. It's not funny. It's sickening. It's gross.
Don't allow him on your show anymore. Your fans don't want to hear him, especially you're too soft. You're a softy all of a sudden.
Well, I am soft. There's no question about that, but I'll see if I can change it.
But I love you.
Have a great life.
Bye.
Okay, well, the audience is pretty emotional now, which is good. We like to mull these things over now and then and see if there's still any feeling left in the WIOD audience, which has been battered senseless over the last several months since October. Kendall.
Sometimes I feel...
Hold on. Let's try Oakland Park, is it?
Yes, hello, Neil.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. How are you?
Okay.
Listen,
what's happening in your life, sir?
Well, I was driving down 95.
Driving down the highway.
Yep. And
I might start singing that myself. It's getting so catchy now. It may replace sometimes. Driving down the highway. Oh, it's not even driving down the highway. I don't know the words yet. Okay.
I'll tell you, the show's a lot of fun today.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time listening to it.
Good.
And I'll tell you, Joey Reynolds, I mean, seriously, from the heart.
Okay.
He's a lot of fun.
He is fun.
I mean,
only if you can abuse him, though.
Yes. Well,
why do you think we have such a good time? I'm serious. We have a great time when he comes in here, only because I'm allowed. Well, not allowed, but I just do it. I abuse him, and the audience abuses him, and he gets all antsy and hysterical, and it's great.
You guys sound like professional wrestlers on
You see,
TV.
he shouldn't have Bill Marshall as a sidekick. He should have somebody who come on and abuse him. The audience would love it. He'd have an 80 share, like the old days. He shouldn't have some suckling on there, with that phony laughter. He should have somebody that rips him, who's vicious and nasty, like me.
Well, I come from New York, I remember.
I think I'm going to come in on his show this week. I'm serious.
I tell you,
and rip him an ass.
You know, I was in New York this weekend, okay?
Yeah.
And I listened to Howard Stern, and his show is one big advertisement for things. I mean, he doesn't talk anymore.
Really?
Yeah, real bad.
Like for lesbian dial-a-ding?
No, he doesn't even do that.
Really? Well, that's what happens when you're making all that money. They got to sell a lot of spots.
Want a lot of spots.
We got to break
and
from
I listened to Imus.
Yeah.
He was good.
Imus is great.
He was good, yeah.
Fabulous.
He was fabulous.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
And he's got a great sense of humor, and he writes a lot of his own material, unlike some of us who steal everybody else's. You know what I mean?
Listen, honest.
In the morning,
See, this show is so bad. We even play other people's jingles. Okay, and I have no shame. I don't care if it takes up some time.
I'll tell you, I got to give you a lot of credit for what you do on the radio. I mean, it's not easy.
See, can I tell you what Joey's problem is?
What?
He doesn't understand what I do and why I've been successful, and that bothers him a lot. And underneath all the laughter and all the crap, I'm serious. He doesn't understand what I do and why people like it. And if he ever figured it out, then he'd have no life, because his whole life is centered around that obsession. And when I told him how much money I make, his eyeball, he looked like Sammy Davis. His eyeball popped out of the table, and he had to grab it. I mean, he just went nuts. He went crazy.
You told him?
Yeah.
How much do you make?
I don't do that. I think that is the crassest. I'm not Steve Kane, sir. I would never do that.
You know, I listened to Steve Kane. When he was down here.
Yeah.
He had some interesting people on the show.
Too many times, though.
You mean the same people?
Mm-hmm. You can only go to the well so often, you know what I mean?
Let me ask you
That's what the urine lady used to say. You can only go to the well so often, and then it fills up.
Let me ask you a serious question.
Yes.
I got this question. Okay.
Yeah.
On the darker side of things.
Okay. Let's get to it, sir. I got this break to do, you know.
Well, the question is this. You know all these space shuttles that are going up?
Yeah.
In space?
Uh-huh.
I mean, every week.
And the Jimmy Hummel telescope? Yeah.
Not even the telescope. Every week you turn around, something else is going up. And it's like...
Don't you wish?
Huh? I have no problem.
Okay.
Every week something's going up. And like...
Well, what is the question, sir?
I want to know, do you know what's going up? Is it like TV satellite, like stations sending up satellites?
Can I close the call with a little Jewish proverb?
I'll tell you what, I'm going to hang up, you tell me.
Okay.
Hold on. Goodbye.
What goes up must come down. It's 1:18 at WIOD. We have a couple open lines.
Honey, can you bring out some more barbecue sauce, please?
Okay, dear. Hey, what you making over there? Cupcake?
Oh, no, not again. Shoot, go away.
Hey, come on. There's lots to go around. Look, don't be so...
Honey.
Problem, dear?
These darn buttheads keep bugging me.
Well, you stay there, honey. I'll get the buttocks. Tired of being bothered by annoying buttheads? Try new Butt-Talks. B-U-T-T-O-X.
Hey, that potatoes now that I ate.
Honey,
Look
the
at all this
food.
stuff in
Step
there.
back,
And
dear.
more around now that I'm...
Oh, hey, easy with that, will ya? Hey, come on. I'm out of here. Butt-Talks also helps you get rid of pesky ants.
You call this steak rare? Look at it. You don't know how to cook. You never did.
B-U-T-T-O-X. When buttheads bother you, grab your Butt-Talks.
I'm just sitting here thinking about Joey, because it bugs me. Because he's like a basket case, and he's got the same problem that Steve has. He's obsessed with me. I don't know why. Why? What is the problem? Find a life, Joey. Stop being obsessed with Neil Rogers. All he talks is all he thinks about. Comes up and kisses me like my sister, WIOD.
Yeah, right.
And I don't even have a sister. Yes, sir.
That's me, buddy. Hey. Am I on here?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Do me a favor, Will.
Wheel?
Wheel Joey, top and bottom. No. Wheel him in all three positions. You know what I mean? Then play Misty for him. That's me, buddy. Hey.
Hold on, sir. We'll get back to you in just a second. Collect from Wiggly Field. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Will you accept the collect call from Jack Quillen Jr.?
Yes,
Chicago.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Neil, how are you?
Okay, Jack.
I'm at Wrigley Field. I'm standing out front of the Wrigley Field at Clark and Anderson. It's about 62 degrees.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful... You think I'm kidding you?
No, I believe you.
No, I'm out here. I told you I'd call you when I got up here. We just got to the park. It's about 65 degrees. It's
Well,
a
I'm glad
day.
it warmed up a little because last night it was frigid there, and Harry wasn't too happy about it.
That really it was in the ass a little bit. It was... It kind of thrust my ass a little
It was
bit.
like 48 degrees last
It
night.
was 48 degrees. It's about, like I said, it's in the 60s
The
here.
only thing colder than the weather in Chicago last night was the play of the Cubs.
The Cubs look bad.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you hear the rumor in Chicago is they're going to move them next year to Manila?
Good.
They're going to call them the Manila Folders.
Yeah. Hey, listen,
I'm a Cub fan.
don't go knocking our Cubbies,
I'm
sir.
a Cubby fan. I wouldn't be after it.
That Kevin Blankenship, man, he can pitch on some other team anytime. You notice this guy just rambles on. Now, go ahead, we're enjoying
I'm sorry. They played
That's
an old song from when Jack Quillen did the Cub games.
Yeah.
You want to hear it?
Sure.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Please tell Joey to call Nick as soon as possible. What does that mean? What? Is that a message for me to put on the air? Is that it? Have Joey call Nick as soon... What, Joey? Marvin. What, Joey? Joey Reynolds? To call Nick as soon as possible. So while you're in your car, pull over to the phone booth. They got a quarter. Get the quarter from Bill Marshall and call Nick. He's got a job for you. Yes, sir.
Okay. It's a beautiful day for a ball game today. The fans are out to get a ticket or two. From Walla Walla, Washington to Kalamazoo, it's a beautiful day for a home run. Why, even a triple's okay. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today. The Chicago Cubs are on the air. How you doing, baseball fans? This is Jack Quillen along with you. So, from beautiful Wrigley Field. Where today our Chicago Cubs take on the San Francisco Giants in the final day of a 3-game series. Holy cow! Neil, I love you, baby. I miss you.
See ya. Okay, any other messages you want us to give out? Or can we go ahead and do the show now? Tell Nick just to crawl under the table and stay there, will you? These people in this place are nuts. 26 after 1 at WIOD. By the way, we got a new fall lineup coming, and Joey will be telling you about that on Saturday. Kendall.
Sometimes I feel that life is passing me by. Neil.
Haven't heard that much today, have we?
You can say that again.
Well, we've had people just interrupting our show. We haven't had our regular thing, have we?
Nope.
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm always ready.
I bet.
Sometimes I feel myself.
Feel better now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's up?
Nothing much.
Oh.
Relaxing.
Good. You enjoy Joey today?
Not really.
I know. Pretty ponderous, huh?
Dreadful.
How many times do we have to hear about how big he was in Buffalo and about how he was at WNBC and used to make all the money, used to have a job? You know, forget it. Nobody cares about the past.
You can say that, yeah.
It would be like my saying, hey, I got these giant numbers, and we're, that's in the past. We're just holding our head above water. We're treading water at this point. Nothing lasts forever, you know?
Yeah. He's in desperation, I think, isn't he?
Yes, sir. Which is right next to Cheektowaga.
Hey, Neil, man.
That's where Joey kisses you on the Cheektowaga. I'm telling you, if he ever got around you, you would call the police. I'm telling you, call the riot squad. Man is out of control.
Yeah. Look out for him, man. I mean, he'll probably eat you up one day.
I'm afraid so. He's not my type, believe. He's not anybody's type.
Well, hey, Neil, I think this is a day to forget, right? What do you think?
I would agree. Let's just cross it off.
This is,
tomorrow's going to be great.
This is unreal, man.
Mark my words. Tomorrow is going to be great.
You think so? Why?
I just had that feeling. I can feel it in my bones.
So who's your special guest tomorrow?
Who's my special guest? Rod Roddy. He's going to come in with his silk suit from The Price is Right. You're not going to believe it. It's going to be phenomenal.
And how about Howard Stern?
And Howard. We're gonna do Lesbian Dilatate starring Rod Roddy and Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Have a great life, sir.
All right, you too, Neil.
Adios. 128 at WIOD. Now we're picking up just a little bit of steam, eh? Fort Lauderdale. See what I mean? That's at line 6. Are you there? I heard somebody like belch or puke or something on there. WIOD.
Neil.
Yeah.
How are you?
Okay.
Let me ask you one quickie.
Questions. I'm getting a headache from all the questions today. All right, can we just go back 1 second?
Sure.
You give me just a second here?
Absolutely.
See, I didn't have time when they were here because I was so overwhelmed by their presence. But, all right, let's start again. Hello, WIOD.
No question.
You have a question?
Oh, my God.
Oh, God, I didn't realize we had this other card. I didn't even know we got all this material. Wait, let's start again.
You have a question? What's the answer to the question?
Loan me $50.
Wait a minute. We got the other one where he says, where the hell is the other one? He says, what's a question? Where the hell is that one? Here it is. Oh, God, we got all 3 of them. We got a Larry King trifecta.
You have a question? What's the question? What's the answer to the question?
Loan me $50.
Outstanding. Oh, man, incredible. Now you feel better?
Oh, God, nauseated.
I mean, there's a guy with a bigger nose than Joey and more money, too.
And
why doesn't Larry King give Joey one of his jobs? He's got about 85 jobs. He don't need all that money, right? Get him off our back. Give him a job already.
He wants to be ubiquitous.
No, he wants to be me. That's his problem.
Oh, he's nauseating. Did you see the little blurb in the paper this morning about the FBI and the Finger Lakes track?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh.
What, are they investigating Ross Morton?
No, what they did was the FBI bought
I think they're investigating. They're going to charge him with impersonating a track announcer.
Oh, God, he's terrible.
The worst.
Oh, this guy at Calder is worse than Ross Morton.
Boy, Bill Calder is going to be so upset because Tony Bentley's a good friend of his, but everybody I've spoken to has said that Tony Bentley is laying an egg at Calder that Chicken Little would be embarrassed.
I mean, you try to be objective about it. It's just terrible. The guy is terrible. Anyway, they got this new guy at Hollywood Park in California, a young Australian.
Oh, I heard him.
God.
Oh, you're not going to start with Trevor Denman now, are you?
No, absolutely not.
You're not the Trevor Denman guy.
No.
You've got to be.
No,
you
I'm not.
Be. Yeah, I heard him last night on the Harvey Pack show, and he sounds like Trevor Denman Jr.
Right, and what they said is true. For one race, it's different. For 9 races,
is that what they were talking about?
Yes.
Because I was reading the paper and I was watching it in the background because I always watch that show every night because it's a good show.
Harvey Pack is great.
Yeah, he's the best. And the guy that John, what's his name? Yeah, he's good too.
Yeah.
And it's a fun show if you like horse racing. And I had it on, and then I heard the guy's voice, and they showed 2 races, right? And then I heard him say something, and I didn't catch it, and I thought that's what he said, and I thought, no, he can't be ripping the track announcer because they would never do that.
No, they weren't ripping him, but he just started last week. He's a newbie. He's 24 years old. He's from Australia.
I don't like, and he uses all those British expressions.
Right.
Like they're on the straight, and they're this. We
they
don't.
lumbered the first quarter.
But I mean, they're on
23 and 4.
They're on the straight. We don't use those expressions in America. You know, if you're going to come here and call the race, don't try to bring Sydney with you. Leave Sydney in Sydney. You know.
I agree.
As Tony Randall would say.
No, what they did is Finger Lakes. The FBI was investigating race fixing. They bought a cheap flaming horse. Honestly.
No, not at Finger Lakes.
Yeah, they were.
God, I can't believe that.
They were. And they bought a cheap claim. This was in the sports section this morning, just a little blurb. They bought a cheap claimer who paid its own rent, let's put it that way. They did find no evidence of race fixing.
Of course not. We know that would never happen. Not in horse racing.
You know Finger Lakes.
I sure do. I was there the day it opened.
Canandaigua, New York.
That's where I went to high school, Canandaigua, New York. You could build a bigger track in your backyard than Finger Lakes. It's incredible. Why do you think Ross Morton works there? Do you know that he applied for the job at Calder this summer and they turned him down?
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Where's Phil Saltzman? You heard anything from him?
I talked to Phil at length.
He's in Canada.
No, he's not. They didn't get that job because they discovered they had to hire a Canadian citizen, so he got screwed on that. Then he was going to go to Hollywood Park, and they didn't want to give him a contract, and the lady that owns the track out there evidently is real flaky and has a history of hiring and firing people every week, and he didn't want to pick up and go all the way out there and have a bad deal. So he just took the summer off, but he called me. He's going to the track every day. He's doing great.
But he's not announcing the race.
No, he'll be back.
You like Phil Georgeff?
Oh, I hate him. Oh, do I?
He is the most overrated announcer.
Most egotistical.
Here they come, spinning out of the turn.
He's the most egotistical, pompous, self-aggrandizing next to Trevor Denman.
I love your talks with Dave Johnson. That was great.
Well, we got the Belmont coming up. He'll be calling again. No,
really?
No Mr. Frisky, by the way. You know that, don't you?
Yes, but there's going to be Yonder.
Forget Yonder. Yonder's a piece of garbage.
Yeah, but at least it lends a little interest to the race.
And the greatest thing that I ever saw, one of the greatest moments in my life, was seeing Easy Goer get a desperate third in that Met Mile. I saw it again last night. I can't see it enough because I don't dislike the horse, but I hate Pat Day, and I dislike the people in New York who refuse to give another horse credit. I mean, Sunday Silence is a better horse. Easy Goer is a one-run horse, which is why you notice in a lot of those big races last year, he would baby him and then make the one big turn. They'd say, oh, he waited too late. It's a one-run horse, and if he makes the move too soon, like he did in this race, the horse hangs. He's got nothing left. He's not as good as they think he is in New York, okay? Trust me.
No, you're exactly right. No, they think he owns Belmont. They're wrong.
You see, when you have a horse like Sunday Silence that's usable, that can go to the lead or race from just off the pace or come from the middle of the pack, that's a horse. When you got a horse that is way back, like Aladar, and Aladar was a good horse, but he had one big run, okay, and that was it. Whereas a Firm could run on the lead or from behind or whatever. That's a great horse.
But as I was saying to someone yesterday, in the bedroom, Aladar has a firm beak.
Well, that's another story.
What a sire. Anyway, see you at the Sandbox.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, we'll be at the Sandbox one of these days because Calder was in here with me yesterday and got around pretty good. You know, he really has been very sick. A lot of people don't realize that, and we're not going to go into any of the details on the air, but he's, and just like I was very sick with a stroke. But he's coming along real well. He looked good, sounded great. If he goes out, gets a little sun, gets a little color, he'll be just like back to usual. He's putting some weight back on, and then we can go out to the Sandbox and have a few laughs with those $40 claimers. Right? We'll even take Rick and Putz out there one weekend. Now, you guys would get hooked, I'm telling you. Yeah, come on. We'll let Joey give you the money, okay? Joey will give you the money. You'll come out and have a good time. You guys got to try something new. By the way, Joey thinks you guys are pathetic. You know why he says that? Because he wants your job. Don't ever drop the coast when Joey is in the hallway. Trust me, I'm just giving Putz a little advice. Also, quit leaving all your stuff in I had all that copy you left on that chair. See all the stuff that I had to salvage for you? All your spots. Try to get a little more organized, okay? And when you steal my carts, at least put them in order in your briefcase, okay? God, these guys are a mess. Moral Gables.
Are you still having trouble with your satellite dish?
No.
What happened? What finally happened with that?
What finally happened?
Yeah.
I moved.
Out of Plantation?
Out of that area.
Oh, because we have the same problem in the city of Coral Gables. And
well, forget Coral Gables, sir.
Well, what can I say?
Unless you get a duck that you tie to the roof and put the dish on the duck's bill.
Well, you see, they can't prevent you from getting a satellite dish. They
can just make it so difficult that you wish you were dead.
Well.
Right?
Isn't it worth it?
Yeah.
Also, what happened with the voice of GTR, the noxious one that's on your station, Channel 7?
Scott Chapin.
Is he still there?
Oh, yeah.
They don't use him on the new
Coast. No, we got Mitch Lewis on there. I haven't figured that out why, because Mitch usually is the AM production guy, and Scott has been pretty much the FM guy. But Scott's got his own little business over there with Sally and Channel 7. He's got a whole little industry going in that room. Hi, Meg. No, we're not going to plug your show, Meg.
Hi, Meg. Did you see, what's her name on TV yesterday?
What's that?
Debbie?
No, I did not see it. We only have a little Sony in here. The screen isn't that big.
Oh, well. She was on 2 channels. I think she was big. They had to open up another channel for her.
Yeah, the one next to C-SPAN, the one right next door.
No, 23 and then 44.
Uh-huh.
C-SPAN and C-SPAN 2.
Yeah.
And then there was C-SPAN 2.
I understood she's going to be in the English channel next week and fill it all up.
You lost me on that one. Well, dude, I'm out of material.
In the English channel. You know what the English channel is?
Nope.
It's like a body of water.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
I'm out of material
The last guy that did that, you know what happened to him?
You hung up on him?
No, he's in San Francisco. See ya. Adios.
Bye.
Maniac. Anyway, this disappeared. I don't know why this card disappeared, and I came across, I was dubbing some stuff this morning, and I found it again. Now, this is one of my favorite cards. Nobody ever requested because it's not really timely, but I like it. WIOD.
Hello?
Hold on. And so I'm going to play it again. I like it, okay? I mean, if you don't like it, too bad.
Scary tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're Gary Hart.
I'm going to start singing.
While the wife is away in the townhouse you'll play, if you're Gary Hart. A big price you'll pay if with women you play. Not once, it was twice. You were caught with Miss Right. You're really not too smart. If you can't stay apart, now you won't be president, Gary Hart. You won't be the president, no, Gary Hart.
What a reading. What a job. It's great.
As long
Not as good as
as
this.
the stars shine above.
Now, see, this is cute, the really good part. We don't have to wait.
When nobody is run but you. So find yourself somebody. Not just anybody. Find yourself somebody to love. Thank you. Okay.
Right, San Francisco's kind of a weird city anyway.
21 till 2 at WIOD. Hi, Aaliyah.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay.
What you up to, guy?
What am I up to? I'm getting ready to go home, sir.
Getting ready to go home?
Yeah, getting ready to hit the road, Jack.
You're not going to Mom's for lunch today?
No, I'd only go on Tuesdays, sir, if you're keeping it in your diary.
Oh, well, because I'm going to lunch with my mom's later on.
What's she making?
I don't know. It's either between turkey and that roast chicken barbecue style, you know.
Roast chicken butt?
I think something like that.
Yeah. Now, I just want to tell you one thing. If you ever have, like, any internal problems...
Couple.
Because a lot of times we think that our parents are dumb. You know, when you're young, you always think your parents know nothing. If you ever have any, like, internal congestion, remember one thing. Moms know a lot about it. They're the experts, okay? They know their stuff.
Definitely.
Trust me.
Definitely. Listen.
They know their... Believe me.
I read in the paper that some lady, Mary Bacon, she's a jockey and she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And she was actually in a race?
Yeah.
Is that legal?
Why not?
I mean, you know, she could hurt the baby or, you know, maybe the track she fell.
Well, how about if the horse was pregnant?
They said the horse was pregnant too.
Yeah. Well, that happens. Mares run while they're carrying something.
Really?
Sure.
Oh, I never heard of that, man.
Oh, yeah. And there's some of the guys, too, the jockeys.
Oh, yeah?
That are in the family way.
Listen, who do you like tonight, the Pistons or the Bulls?
Well, who do I like? You know, I want to see the Bulls win because I don't know, I really don't care, but I think the Pistons at home are going to be tough, right?
Yeah.
Although they really choked the last 2 games, boy, in Chicago.
Sure did.
Those Bulls are a different team when they're in the friendly confines.
All right, Neil. Take care, guy.
Okay, say hi to Mommy.
I will.
Okay, because Mommy sure knows her stuff. Let's go to, let's see, Lady and Davy.
Hi, Neil.
How you doing?
Fine. How are you?
Great.
Good. I wanted to cast my ballot
Okay.
for, well, you're the guest. But Joey's great, too.
Is he?
And the two of you together are fantastic.
Oh, my God. Now, see, you're going to encourage him, and the audience is going to get hysterical. My audience hates him.
Oh, but he's so funny. Oh, Rick and Putz is another story.
Well, let me ask you something. How come he's funny when he's on here with me, but when he's on Saturday, he's terminal?
Well, I listen to him on Saturdays when I can, but I don't have an opportunity
And
all
you
the
think
time.
he's funny on Saturday?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I
compared
have
to
a
what?
sense of humor.
Compared to what? Like sports talk?
No, he's funny.
Okay.
He's so quick. I want to ask you a question.
Well, that's because he's memorized all those 3x5 cards.
He memorized
When you get that
all?
old, it's like, like Reagan.
Yeah, I can understand.
It just flows out.
How old is he?
Who, Joey?
Yeah.
About 80.
Oh, wow. I wonder why he had all those wrinkles all over his
I
face.
mean, when he sat here with a straight face trying to tell me I'm the same age that he is, I mean, that's just one of the most bizarre things I've ever heard in my life. Nobody is that old.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Because I was like a little kid in diapers growing up listening to Joey on WKBW in Buffalo, and he admits that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just aging faster than he is.
He has such big numbers up there. How come he's down here?
That's a good question. Well, he loves it here. He loves the ambiance, and he's a masochist.
The weather's great. I love it here.
Yeah, that's it. The weather's great, period. Big period, right at the end of that.
Right.
We have 2 more breaks? Oh, my God.
Can I ask you a question?
Real fast.
Can I call Ed a douchebag?
You just did.
Can I call Bob a douchebag also?
You just did. Say goodbye.
Yeah, bye.
Okay. 1:42. I'm sorry, Melvin. We're getting way behind. I want to tell you about the melting pot now. That fabulous fondue. That's the second time I've done that today. That's good. You opened a pot. It's just on that last note. WIOD.
Shocking. I got through.
Well, that's because I picked it right up.
Unbelievable.
Ahead of all these other people who are now panicking because we got to do another break and they're going to run out of time and not get on the air.
Oh, God. This is another Jupiter call.
Don't you feel bad about that?
Not at all.
Good.
Not at all.
So what's your story?
I have no
Who do you
story.
want to plug?
I don't want to plug anybody. Construction workers.
Oh.
Because they love you, too.
They what?
They love you, too.
Great.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, I believe anything you say.
You're too trusting, Neil.
Yeah, that's what Joey said.
That's it. And by the way...
Before the third kiss.
By the way, don't ever let him on the air again.
No, that was a bad mistake.
Unbelievable.
Killed the show.
It sure did. And I'm not going to make it any worse.
And then Nick just came in here. I said, what was that all about with Joey? Did he ever call you back? No. I said, well, what was that about? Oh, nothing. He walked out with a look like he had just swallowed 40 canaries and a cat. Okay? Nickhead.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, there's like this incestuous little, like all the quislings in the building, they all like kind of suck around together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I believe you.
I'm serious.
Whatever happened to Pee-Pee?
He called yesterday.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I wrote a song for him.
Great.
Can I tell you it?
No.
I can't.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
We don't have time. North Lauderdale.
Neil, I need a little bit of advice, please.
Yes, sir.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
I got this job offer to spend the summer in Martha's Vineyard with free rent, lots of money.
Great.
A really good job. Or I can stay here at the job that I hate like poison.
Yeah.
Making very little money.
Uh-huh.
Sweating my butt off all summer long here.
Right.
Which should I do? Which way should I
Is
go?
that a tough question? Which way should you go? I thought the question was which job should you take?
Which job should I
Martha's Vineyard. Have you ever been there?
Yes, once before.
Oh, it's like paradise in the summertime. It's great.
Great.
And the food up there, and the people, and the sand, and the wind in your hair, and under your knees, and it's just great.
I'm just worried there won't be enough people that will say, Sonny, get out of the way.
That's right. You'll miss that. But other than that, it'll be great.
Okay, so then I think I will go take the job.
Trust me.
And I'll call you from up there.
Yeah, call us collect.
I sure will.
It'll be, you won't have much else to do.
Thank you. And one more thing.
Yeah.
Putz is my idol because he gets paid to do nothing.
That's correct.
Okay, so Putz is my idol.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
Okay, let's take a mobile in Palm Beach. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yeah.
This is Pat from the remote.
No, it's not.
Will you do me?
Pat was here yesterday, okay, and he don't speak like that, Tweety. Now they're calling me. They don't waste your time with you anymore in the afternoon. They're calling us. Let's go to Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
I got something for you. Ready?
No, I don't want to hear Trevor Demon.
No,
okay?
wait.
What
ready?
is it?
Hold on.
Believe me, it's going to be that guy from Hollywood Park. Trust me.
Havana gila, Venice mejor. Havana gila, Venice mejor. Habanera nena, habanera nena, habanera nena, que caken
Outstanding. Okay, let's do that last break. It's just a little thing that we're going to slip right in here. We'll be right back.
We've got
Boca.
My wife was the same as you. I used to call her Hoover. She was like a vacuum.
Yeah. Let's go to Davey. Hello.
Whenever I hear Joey, the pain starts in my testicles and works at...
Let's go to Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yeah, they're getting good now.
Yeah, they were getting really exciting. I want to ask you a question. How did
Another question.
Yeah, well, it's the whole show's been
Might
that
as well
way.
take it for granted. I have one question. What the hell happened to us today? How did we get sucked into all of this?
I don't know, but I have an important question. Why? How did Joey ever? I mean, I don't know how famous he was before because I'm not that old, but how did he ever get on TV?
Dumbest rumors I've ever heard.
The what?
It was an accident.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How
He was panhandling in front of Channel 10 out on Biscayne Boulevard.
Was that a what?
And Ann picked him up in her truck. And they thought he was a talent. You know, he said, oh, you got a show coming on? He went inside, and they threw him on the air with that cardboard audience.
Really? Was that show nationwide or just locally?
Are you still nationwide?
I don't know. I'm just asking you.
There were some of the cable companies that were threatening to take Channel 10 off if they didn't get his show off the air. Nationwide. Let's leave the embarrassment to this limited area, okay?
Yeah,
I'd be glad we did.
Well, I don't know.
Do you know that I have like this awful odor all over my face now from him being in here and just,
I don't know, Neil. I try to...
Clammy. Clammy.
What's that?
I said it's a clammy feeling.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Ooh.
Not a good thing. But, I mean, I've tried to listen to him a few times, you know, because I always hear ripping him, and, you know, he's always talking about you. I mean, I don't find anything interesting about that guy.
No, his show basically is 4 hours of talking about me, and now he has Russ Oasis from the ad team come in, and he talks about me, for 4 hours with him, and that's it. They try to make a show out of it.
No, you know what's funny, though? He really, really thinks he's funny, and it's
that's the
embarrassing.
sad part. I know, it is embarrassing.
It's really embarrassing. He should just, maybe get into, like, selling roses. And
Encyclopedias would be good.
What's that?
Encyclopedias would be good.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
But you'd have to wear a bag over his head, because when he knocked on the door, if you saw Joey, the woman would be shrieking and call 911 immediately.
Yeah, it would be horrible, but, hey, we got to go on with our lives.
Exactly.
All right, Neil, take care of yourself.
Have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Okay. And what better call to take next on the vocal line, a man who is so desperate to get on the air and do his little self-aggrandizing, pump up his own ego thing, but...
You know, here I am pounding the pavement, humiliating myself when you've got...
Are you sure it's the pavement?
Russ Oasis, a multi-million-dollar ad agent.
You know, off the air, I said to Joey, I said, let me ask you, if the situation were reversed, if Russ Oasis was doing 10 to 2 on IOD, and you, Joey, were a multimillionaire, okay? Would you hang out on Saturday and come in and to be desperate to be on the air, hang out there? He said, no way. You'd have to be nuts.
Yeah, why is he doing that?
And that's my point. I have no idea. Ego. Mammoth ego. See, I want to tell you something. When you get that kind of money, you don't need to have an ego. You can do whatever the hell you want. And I just pity people whose egos are so big that they get in the way of enjoying all that money. If he doesn't want to enjoy the money, let him sign it all over to me. He can come in here and do 10 to 2 every day, 4 hours.
There you go.
Just give me the check, that's all.
I don't understand.
Incredible. You know how that is. People with these inflated egos that call up talk shows and
what would it
become
be like
chronic and
what would it be like working
want to be
for Russ?
personalities and show up at remotes with their pasty complexions and try to impress everybody.
Speaking of
with
showing
that
up,
suntan that you paint on with a brush.
tonight at Dirty Mo's,